What's up, Barcode? What's up, everybody from Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter? This the for this live stream, I will try to update on some of the Captain America movies that had casting for that, different New World Order, and some casting for like the future of DC and stuff like that. Everything like that. Because the thing about Marvel that I don't get it sounds like they bringing some of the cast and was Incredible Hulk inside, just inside the new Captain America movie. I say, wasn't Captain America movie supposed to be about Sam? That what I thought. Because it seemed like they try to bring like other franchises inside this New World Order movie, which don't make no sense, but they still doing it to a point. But I just don't get it though, in my opinion. It'd be dumb to bring in something just for Incredible Hulk and just from like another franchise and put it up in a Captain America movie when it's supposed to be about Sam proving himself, everything like that.
Oh yeah.
And kind of like in my opinion, shoot, I think Sam Wilson might need to take that. In my opinion, shoot, he might need to take that serum. I think, in my opinion, that Winter Soldier serum.
Yeah.
What's up, Charlene? Oh, you want to come in? I got the link in the chat. And it kind of like the thing, my opinion about that is something. My opinion, it kind of don't make no sense for you to try to put two franchises in one movie.
Mm.
If you try to establish Sam Wilson, that make no sense.
Yep.
And then these Marvel people just would think that I'm being mean and biased and stuff like that.
No,
Just when I say that.
guys.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Charlene?
Yo, salute homies. What's going on?
Yeah.
Not much that. You heard about the casting, just about the new Captain America movie? They're bringing some of the Incredible Hulk cast inside a new movie, that the New World Order.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's too much.
Because they try to bring in the Red Hulk. They try to bring in Bruce Banner's girlfriend that was in the Incredible Hulk movie, which is going to cause problems. Because you know that Bruce Banner already got a child that's on Earth and stuff like that, and they're gonna cause problems in between Hawk and him, and they might be fighting. And kind of like, in my opinion, people might not like me saying it, but that's what Sam Wilson need, that super soldier serum. There's stuff that coming up, in my opinion.
I mean, he's going to need something. You have to deal with all that.
Yeah, because if you look at it Steve Rogers could get it and still be known as a natural hero, as everybody so-called call it, so he still be a hero. Why can't Sam Wilson take it? That make more sense, because you can't bring back Bucky, because shoot, the Bucky might be up in Wakanda, just being the White Wolf and stuff like that.
You know, man, I think they've oversaturated so much stuff.
Yeah.
That it's just got to the point where everything's gonna be clustered. Right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be, well, can I curse on here?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Stuff, because it's just way too much.
Yeah, and kind of like the man thing, like you try to go on people channels that's Marvel channels, and you try to put down objective facts, they try to block you, or they gonna try to say you hating. I say, come on, man. I'm just, and they think you hating on TikTok and YouTube, just for channels that is fans of the MCU. You know what I mean? Sound like fans that fans. Man, you can't for the time.
Well, you know, you have those
and kind of like the
fans.
Ant-Man movie and stuff like that on the Quantum Mania thing. Yeah, Yeah,
You got
because
realistic
the
fans
realistic
that
fans that I could talk
yeah.
to them. The realistic fans that I could talk to them. They not my problem. My problem is when you try to go to a channel that supposed to be comic booky, who posts when they say give your opinion and they just block you when you give it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like that, in my opinion, and because things, I always tell them, if you think I'm wrong, I got me live streaming just like every day and stuff like that. If you think I'm wrong, go on my channel because my link always be on my live stream and stuff like that. If I think I'm wrong, and you can always prove it. You think I'm wrong just by the universe and stuff like that, but they never come though. They never come. They never come. It just by coming by just the facts about the movie. And and kind of like did you notice about the quantum main room Charlotte just when Ant-Man the first Ant-Man wife was in it,
Mm-hmm.
that song like that, and the second Ant-Man a song like in the quantum realm, she thought that she wasn't there just for 30 minutes, but the man had to tell her she wasn't there just for 15 years and stuff like that up the second Ant-Man movie and stuff like that. And time for this movie, the Quantum Realm, that how is 5 minutes just 5 minutes in the Quantum Realm, and plus up in the second movie, the Ant-Man, she thought that they had to tell her that 30 minutes in the Quantum Realm is 15 years on Earth and stuff like that. That's kind of like contradicting and stuff like that.
Like I said, like they've done just too much, and I think now they're trying to slow down. But I mean, damage has been done. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen all these movies and these TV shows that they've come out with, and some were good, some were mediocre, some were bad. But
Yeah.
when you it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's doing too much.
Yeah, because the thing about it though, in my opinion, talking some Marvel could make some good movies and good shows, but the thing is, they got to be one to go R-rated for this stuff.
Yeah.
Just go hard PG-13 to R-rated.
Yeah, so that's what I'm curious about the Deadpool, what they're gonna do with him. X-Men, that to me the X-Men isn't some PG-13 stuff. Like you gotta go a little further out. Stop all the jokes. Right? I'm so sick of the jokey jokes and all this, and it's almost like someone gets killed. Oh, I guess we won't see them in the next movie. Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Uh-huh. Because you look at a DC movie, DC let their villains live at least about 2 or 3 movies. They let their villains live.
Mm-hmm.
At least about 2 or 3 movies and stuff like that. And put think about it, I actually respect DC just from letting their villains live and stuff like that. In my opinion, but for Marvel, Ultron could have been a two or 3-part movie. You look at that Ultron movie, that could have been a 2-part movie. Right there's Ultron, his origins and stuff like that. Just and it sounds like that Thor Ragnarok movie. I say, how do you make the death of Asgard a joke? And he found a way to do it. And I was mad, bro. I was mad. I almost walked out that theater. When she started joking to herself, I am death or something like that, hell of death. I say, how is she making this a joke? Because I was mad. I said, wait a minute. Should the animation movie better than this?
Yeah, because I mean Ragnarok isn't something to joke about. It's supposed to be some serious stuff. And what did they do to make Thor a joke character? They made the whole thing like Thor's gone, Asgard's destroyed, and we're sitting there joking at the end. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah. And plus, he is right that just by Vision being an Ultron, that was a good part of it. I did like Vision being an Ultron, but the problem is Vision was the good part. The bad part was Ultron could have been a two-part movie, a two-part Avengers movie, in my opinion, and stuff like that. If you look at it, Ultron is like a villain that actually evolved and stuff like that. Oh, you want to come in on Derpy? You could. And and kind of like the good thing that's about DC, which I like, is still like James Gunn is willing to bring in new heroes that nobody just ain't hear about, and
Mm-hmm.
put them just on the big screen, like on animation and live action and stuff like that. And did you hear that on the James Gunn said talk to, if you actually voice the just the animation character, if he bring it to live action, it's gonna be the same voice actor. There's gonna be a live action and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
that's gonna be a good idea. That way, everything's connecting.
Yeah,
Movies, animation, everything. I think you said comics as well. Maybe so. Everything's gonna be connected.
and shoot, I just with James Gunn, I I would look into motion comics too. You know what I mean? Something like motion comics and dealing with characters, prequels and stuff like that people just don't know
Mm-hmm.
about. Yeah, I did with that too. The motion comics and just with the voices and stuff like that, dealing with that. And they could bring it to motion comics, the animation to live action
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And that would that would that would actually be a good thing in my opinion, though. And everything like that. And is you gonna look at on the Power Ranger 30th anniversary thing? Was that?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Huge Power Ranger fan. I've been a fan since shoot it came out. How old was I when it came out?
Um,
I
uh,
can't remember. About maybe in the fourth grade. I can't remember when the first ones came out. Before the first American version came out, and
yeah.
I've been hooked ever since. Now they did have some duds.
Oh
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
it was a lot of duds, but it's that initial core Rangers.
Yeah.
Then
Mhm.
going into what was it? The Power Rangers the movie, and I really
Yeah.
Oh
wish they
yeah.
would bring back Power Rangers movie suits. Those are my favorite suits. It looked like armor. It looked like tech stuff. Man, I don't want any more spandex. I'm done with spandex.
They say Netflix supposed to upgrade them though. What they're doing, they're upgrading the suits and stuff. They're definitely a new series they're doing. They're for Netflix. And cause we know Netflix is willing to spend the money. That
Oh yeah,
just
they're willing to spend the money, and they're willing to go. I mean, beyond like if you see those Netflix shows and movies. I
yeah.
mean, Marvel, MCU would not touch how far Netflix will go.
Nope.
I mean, WB would, but
Oh
Netflix, I
yeah.
mean, MCU will not. And so I'm expecting good things.
And that's kind of the bad thing about it, because think about me, right? You what and plus on TikTok one time, I just said that on that Moon Knight just been 3 out of 5 for average show. Because think about it, it didn't measure up to his comic book part. Because think about it, just what MCU fans were telling me. They were telling me that Moon Knight supposed to be the Batman just in the Marvel universe. That what everybody be telling me. And that's why I look at the show. I don't even see it and stuff like that.
I mean, I like what the show could have been, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Um, it was just, I think it was, how many episodes was it? Like 6, 7 episodes, maybe?
yeah. It could have been longer, I think, in my
It could
opinion.
have been
But
longer. I think we got a lot of nothing, right? Because I want to see more action with the Moon Knight. Um,
yeah.
I did love, the duality of the different personalities. That was pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah.
I
Oh
love the
yeah. I like
suit.
that part.
I love the suit. It was
Oh yeah.
just the suit was dope, but it was
Yeah.
just I don't know. It was like we got nothing from it.
Guess what they said they say different parts of Moon Knight puts me smart like Batman and stuff like that, and I don't see it. I didn't see
You know,
Batman.
I always thought of Black Panther as the Batman at MCU because there's just so many similarities between them. Know what I mean?
That
And
was
Moon Knight.
that what I've been saying. But the thing is, now the Marvel fans and stuff like that, what I've been listening to, they keep on saying it's also Moon Knight and Batman. Since I'm both of them come out at night and stuff like that, they're always
Mhm.
compared the two. I said talk some Batman could actually come out just during the day if he want to. Moon Knight just can't do that
Yeah.
with his power set. He can't. And Charlene, do you got your favorite Red Rangers that you like?
Ooh, you know I gotta go OG Jason.
Okay.
You know I gotta go OG. Favorite Red Ranger. OG right there.
Do you got top five? You got
Damn.
top five, top six?
Now I'm about to feel old because I feel like I got Alzheimer's right now. I'm trying to see Jason, of course, OG. Tommy when
Okay.
he became Red Ranger was cool. Who was the one of Red Ranger Power Rangers Turbo? The black guy. He got
TJ.
no shine, but he was
TJ.
decent.
TJ.
TJ, he was decent. He just didn't get enough shine, but he was decent as a Red Ranger.
Okay.
Damn.
If
And
you
like I
tell
said,
me,
after Turbo, because it kind of went down here for me after Turbo. There was
you
like a
talk
whole
about
bunch of
if you talk about in space, that's Andros.
no, not him, not him. Because you know it was Power Rangers Turbo. They did a movie. Then
Yeah.
those characters kind of left and they replaced them. There was a Red Ranger there that's a black guy. I think TJ, I think that was the name.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was TJ. First was
Yeah.
Tommy, then TJ.
Yeah. And he was decent as a Red Ranger. He didn't get no shine. Because I don't even think
Yeah.
that whole crew lasted that long. I think didn't they go right to space after that?
Yeah. 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 They
And,
went to space.
and after that, it was just like, you know, this is so boring. But there was, I'll tell you, the show that I really liked after all that, one where Tommy came back.
Oh, you.
Was he like a doctor or something? Something I can't
Oh,
remember.
Dinosaur.
Yes, I did like those Power Rangers.
Yeah, that one season good. So yeah.
Yeah. And and guess what Disney stopped doing that season? That shut that it puts me like a Civil War type movie, deal with
Mm-hmm.
Power Rangers and stuff like that, dealing with Jason on one side and Tommy just on the other, dealing with the Power Rangers and stuff like that. It sounds like Civil War.
Yeah.
And Disney say no because they say they hate violence during that time.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. They need to just embrace the violence. Embrace it.
And
Deal
that
with
what
it.
Tommy always been saying. He was living. Tommy always said Thomas the Power Rangers franchise just need to like evolve with the times sometimes because that's what when you evolve with the times and stick with the old a little bit, just mix the old with the young, and you'll be able to bring in more fans and stuff like that. Along with
Exactly,
the
I
shows.
agree. But here's a question right here. Which Power Ranger had the best costume?
Ooh.
So I got my pick.
Oh man, so that hard.
That's rough.
I got my pick.
I gotta say Tommy Green. Then shucks, shucks. I gotta go Ninja Storm Green with Cam,
Okay.
and I gotta go TJ Red.
Okay.
My fourth one got to be dang. It's hard though. God, oh,
I thought those costumes, you got to go all back through the whole library. Like, dang, what do all these costumes look like?
dang, it's hard too. Let me go Ethan Blue Ranger. I like
Okay.
him as the Triceratops, and Zach just as the Black Ranger. OG.
Dude, Black made everything look good, bro. Black made those costumes look real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think that, in my opinion, so that there's my controversial stuff at just the Power Ranger fan base? I don't care. Do you think that Trina's daughter is Zach's?
You know what? Well, you know what? With Disney and all these things doing the whole, you know, inclusion and the whole biracial thing, I
This
can
is
see it.
Netflix though. This is
Oh,
Netflix.
Netflix. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
Netflix. I mean, it's possible
yeah,
because I mean, they were where did they go? Geneva or somewhere, Switzerland, or something
yeah,
like that. According
yeah,
to the show, anyway,
yeah.
they spend a
That's
lot of time together, bro. It's possible.
that. Because thing, in my opinion, I think that Trinity's daughter is Zach's, and that's not Billy's. This something everybody's saying.
Yeah.
Because like everybody's saying it's Billy child,
No.
but the thing is, in my opinion, right, so I might be wrong. Didn't Billy went with the
Our top female
didn't Billy
something.
went
Yeah.
with Quantar,
There. Yeah.
like Quantar,
For
something
love.
like that?
For love to after top female or something like race. Yeah. Yeah. So it
Yeah,
probably must be Zach
Yeah,
first.
because it wouldn't make sense if it was Billy's,
Yeah. But the logic
yeah,
of it. Yeah.
because
yeah,
Billy kind of stuck around for a while.
yeah.
Yep.
And he went with the Alien Rangers, I think, to that alien White Ranger lady.
Yeah,
He went to space with her for a while. It couldn't be his child.
Nope.
That don't make no sense though. It'd be Billy's.
and
What's up,
Jason,
fellas?
he's in some. Hey,
What's
what's up,
up,
bro?
man?
How you doing?
Doing great, doing great.
What's up? Derp, do you think that Trinity's daughter is Zach's?
Looking by the trailer, I would probably, you know what? Probably, yeah. You probably are right. You probably are right. No, wait, no, I take that back. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. My fault. I mean, maybe in a step way, maybe
Be,
adoption way,
be,
adoption
be,
way. Yeah,
because you look at the trailer now and stuff like that and just how just how she look at Zach. She look
yeah,
at Zach. She look at Zach before she look at Billy when she
yeah.
was
You're
talking
right.
in the trailer.
I would probably assume it'd probably be like an adoption thing,
Mhm. Or
but
you
Okay.
know, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
or just like maybe like maybe just looking out, or was like had the responsibilities to look out for
Yeah,
her or something. I'm not too sure, but you could be onto something though. I'm
but it
not
wouldn't
I'm
make
not I'm not too sure right now.
but, but it wouldn't
But
make
you
no
are right
sense to
on
be
that. She definitely looks at Zach first though.
and and kind of like for Rita, right? I don't think that's Rita. I think that's one of Rita even energy. I think something like that came from in space or something like that. Just when Zordon just had destroyed all the evil. He separated the good energy from the bad.
That's a good point.
I
I
I
mean,
I think that might be the bad energy thing that came from in space. I think something that just
Probably.
when
Yeah.
Zordon
Yeah.
had got
have you
sacrificed.
seen the recent? You guys said that you've seen the recent seasons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
What if
Vince.
Zed Builder,
So
Robo
it might be
Zed?
stronger. It might be Stronzo too, who might be behind this.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not that. I mean.
I just
Yeah.
there's no other explanation between. I mean, that could be a possibility, like you said, but more than likely, it's got to be, you know,
And
probably that
Yeah.
and
with the villain who made, Zed happen.
yeah. And cause this saying Cosmic Fury is supposed to be our evil ranger too that come in.
Yeah.
And we
Mm.
don't know
My
that
thing
he
is
gonna
though,
do
fellas.
What?
My thing
huh?
is this like to deal with time travel? Because if I'm not mistaken, um, like the villain in the new season deals with time travel or reviving, right?
Right. Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
that makes sense. But
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, Rita and Zed are, you know, at the end of space,
Yeah.
like turn into good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, are both of them good.
So I
Yeah,
I, I,
that
I just don't understand
that's the
how
evil
both of
part of
those
them
guys can
that
come
was
back.
separated.
But I don't know. I guess I
No,
have to watch the new
because you
seasons.
remember that
What?
No. It's an older season. Dino Charge. Just when one of the villains was bringing back the bad guys just with the weapons they had.
Oh, I
Rita
did not
and
know
them was
that. I
dead.
did not know
Oh
that.
wow, okay.
I did not know that.
Right. Wait, was Dinosaur really? I thought it was Beast Mode first. Was it Beast Mode to bring it? The
Dino
weapons?
Charge.
Bringing such.
Both of the seasons though are both of the seasons monsters just been using weapons. Those are the old bad guys to bring them back to life and stuff like
Okay.
that.
I was
It was
Beast
Beast
Mode though.
Morphers and Dinosaur. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, yes, Beast
I
Morphers.
don't.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, not Dinosaur though. Just
it's just it makes no sense when you know what I mean, like
the logic of it.
from the timeline of what the original, timeline or
Yeah.
era.
Because like
They become the
just through
good.
talk-
That's my thing. They become good in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was good, and the weapons was lost in space and stuff like that. But that's some of the monsters have found the weapons.
Yeah.
Some of the monsters had found the weapons and put them up in Master Sled's ship. And Master Sled's ship had crashed. Remember, just in the end of the seasons with the Red Ranger, everybody like were fighting,
Yeah.
and they thought they killed Master Sledge in the crash. And that was Scronzo. I think somebody came in and beat some more first and start bring back old monsters just by the weapon. And Zed was one of them.
Yeah, it was plausible for yeah. The more access more that with Diamond. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember now. Yeah.
I mean, that was a while back in the timeline. I guess that could probably be. They could probably be dead by now.
That Mr. Rita ain't dead, they say though. Mr. Rita,
which is why they brought him back. So I guess that makes sense.
Mr. Mother right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody, right? You know, with Nick. So. Yeah.
You like my name?
Yeah, I was reading it the whole time, just laughing.
Yeah, see, easy season profile. Wow, that portrait. Wow.
It's true though. It's true, but true.
Yeah.
That when the downfall had started, just doing the Brie Larson movie, the Brie Larson Captain America,
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel movie.
Yeah.
You know damn well that she has a in the freaking comics, and they freaking cast someone with no freaking
Yeah.
Come on, fellas, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Information about her.
I know about that because shoot, we try to say it,
and I can't say it because internet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I thought that would be funny to enter.
Yeah, they flew too right. Yeah. But and
did you discuss DC or do you want to continue Marvel or Power Rangers? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Name your 5 best looking Ranger suits. You can name and the top 6. Top 6. You name characters, anything if you want.
Okay. I have to look on them or remember them because there's a lot of seasons. I told they know I haven't. So
yeah.
Can I call you JG?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, JG. I have not seen past Super Mega Force. So
yep. Yeah.
I think the last one I really saw was the Rescue, High Speed Rescue, whatever the hell that thing.
Oh, Lightspeed Rescue.
Lightspeed Rescue. I think that's the last one I really saw all the way through.
Okay, so you missed a lot.
That was a good
some decent ones in the Disney era, but most of the Disney era is, and then don't even get me started on the Nickelodeon.
I mean,
profit more important than the story. Okay.
I did watch Time Right, so yeah.
Well, I'll tell you,
more important than the story.
I would tell you my first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth favorite suit all in one. When Jason becomes a Gold Ranger, Power Ranger Zeo, that was the best suit. That black and that gold and that little weapon he had. And I would say Tommy when he was in the Dino, whatever he was. Doctor the little
Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder, that little black one he had with it. That was I like that one.
Oh yeah.
I try, like I said, so many seasons, so many of them. I can't. I
You
tell
know
you,
what?
the
Number
worst suits are
one.
probably the
Number
little
one.
pirate looking ones.
Number one. I'm probably gonna have to go with Ninja Storm. Probably Wild Force. Well, I wouldn't have
No,
to rank them. Yeah, I don't have
you
to rank
can
them.
choose any character just from the show. Who you think
Okay.
you just had the best
Just
Ranger suit.
characters.
Yeah.
So, okay, and obviously, yeah, I would have to agree. Number one for me, Gold Ranger.
Okay.
Number two would probably be Tommy from Dino Thunder.
All right.
Trent from Dino Thunder.
Oh
the
yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
And then how the what's it called, the mode they had when
Super Dino.
yeah,
Super Dino mode.
Yeah,
Super Dino mode, right?
Yeah, when the specs came in, that was sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
the you know what I'm talking about, when you activated Super Dino mode and the
Yeah.
scales popped out. The how do you explain that?
Close.
But you get to put that's my
Close.
three though. That's my three.
Yeah.
Number four. Cam. Cam from Ninja Storm.
Okay.
Reach Hammer Ranger.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
at suits now. I love the new Ninja Storm. Those are I like those.
I actually liked all their designs.
Oh,
I'm gonna be real. I liked all.
yeah,
I liked all of their Ranger suits because the sword, it just the sword on the back, how it was attached, it was
Makes
like
sense.
it was
Yeah.
dope. That was number 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, 4. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, 4 and difficult. It's difficult.
Lots of Ranger seasons.
I'm gonna have to put
Rangers.
the pirates up from Super Mega Force. I like the Super Mega Force one, the pirate one. Pirates.
Sometimes better season. The Sentai one, the season Kokai's better than that season. Way better.
Yeah.
The logic of it.
And then number 6 would probably be Space. All the space. Oh, Zil, we lost Zil.
Yep, we did.
No. No.
Did he get Phantom Zone? What happened to him?
He got Phantom Zone.
His Wi-Fi crashed, so yeah, lies.
Oh, okay.
Darn
Yeah,
you,
that's
Disney. Darn you, Warner Brothers Discovery.
Right?
Yeah.
There he is. Dude, how many seasons have there been of Power Rangers? Oh my goodness.
Over 30.
That is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Actually, there's
20.
been 30. Yeah, actually, that's right, 30.
In Sentai right now,
I
46
think.
now. In Sentai, 46 right now. Super Sentai, 46.
Remember what didn't you see the video I commented on, or remember who's seen the real final battle in Super Sentai,
Oh yeah.
I did.
the
yeah, I
real
saw that.
epic legendary battle.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
So much better.
You know what
Oh, yeah.
freaking ticks me off every time I watch or even attempt to watch the Super Mega Force finale of the legendary battle? You know what really ticks me off when I watch the Super Sentai version?
They did it so
Any
better.
ideas? Any ideas?
They make it so much better than the American one.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm thinking of a particular scene though. Any ideas?
How the Ranger perform?
No, I'm talking about all the Megazords.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That scene when they're fighting all the villains.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some
and then the music kicks in, and then
yeah.
That right there ticks me off, and they don't have none of it.
Yep.
I know it's over the top, but still, it ticks me off every time I watch it, though.
Yeah, I didn't have no Zord fight. Yeah.
I was waiting on the
Yeah.
Zords too.
They just
I was
didn't
waiting
do
on the
much for
Zords
me.
back,
They only
just
got a
doing the Mega
time frame
Force
of
like they did up in the Japanese.
Yeah.
Sentai
Mhm.
Gokaiger. Yep.
Yeah,
Gokaiger way
kind of
better.
like in my
Even that movie
opinion.
too. So much better. They even had the Range Kid after them too. Yeah.
It just ticks me off that they could have done more and they didn't. It's Nickelodeon,
Yeah.
though.
No, I'm putting some on that one. I'm
Yeah.
some on that for it. Stars for it. I'm sorry and stuff for it. Yep.
Oh, that's right. Saman was doing it, but Nickelodeon was the network though that they.
That's what I mean. Yeah, but still.
And Saman was technically he
Yeah.
didn't really care at that point.
Yeah, that's why.
He did not
So,
care.
that's what I've heard.
But
He ain't had no power at that point. He ain't had no power.
he didn't. He did not. He
It
did not.
with the TV station.
Yep.
Mhm.
But we'll see what Hasbro does.
Because you look at Beast Morphers and Dino, you look at Beast Morphers and Dino Fury, you could kind of tell that big old Saban really care about the project. You look at Beast Morpher and Dino Fury because those two is better than Megaforce.
Yeah.
You know what? If they were to actually do a real universe, the one thing that I wish they would do. Any ideas? Any ideas?
Redo
They
the
started a
fantasy
real
of the world.
universe. No.
No.
The one thing I would like if they base it off like the original Power Rangers, like Mighty Morphin. The one thing I wish they would do was a Zordon prequel or an origin story.
I mean, I think they kind of did that in what was it, 20?
They kind of
2017
did,
movie,
but
yeah.
They kind of did it. They
because they
didn't.
didn't explain it that much.
They said both Rita was a Green Ranger, so yeah.
They somewhat did it, but then they explained enough of it. Which I mean, like a whole. I meant like a series, how he got into that, and
Oh yeah, like a prequel series or something like that.
because I remember a few years back that someone was supposed to make on YouTube. Someone was supposed to make like a fan film of it.
Yeah.
And it was actually decent. They made a decent trailer.
Oh yeah, it was.
And then it just fell off. And I would have at one point I would have liked that if they ever attempt to do a real universe.
Yeah.
And then lead into how he recruits the Rangers and all that. But hey, Hasbro is in charge, so whatever happens at this point.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that fan made trailer they did with that came out a little bit before the 2017 movie came out?
I do.
Oh yeah,
the reboot one, the reboot one, the reboot one.
Yeah, dude, I would have loved a series like that.
That kind of what it. That's funny thing is that's kind of what it was, or an attempt was. 2017 was.
Yeah.
In a way.
At a time.
They just didn't have the guns.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I did like the spin on that though. That was actually pretty sick. I do think though, if they ever have a real universe or go for like a movie. A modern Stranger Things or Goonies thing or something.
Yeah.
I would like to see
similar vibes.
Even though he's not here anymore, I would like to see what's it called, the storyline from the comics. Lord Draken's story adapted.
Yeah.
Even though Jason David Frank's not here anymore. That would be cool. But
to just get Lord Draken, so you need at least about 3 or 4 Power Ranger team movies out.
Yeah.
Or to take on Lord Draken. At least about
my thing
15
is
to 20 people.
I know he's gone, but I don't know if you heard this rumor, but I think from what I've heard is that his brother or his daughter wants to play
or replace him. Yeah. Yeah, the daughter one. Yeah,
and that could work if they, do that storyline in a way, or at least adapt.
But she be Green Ranger though. But she could be like,
yeah. I think we lost.
She can be like another Ranger or something like that, but she can't be the Green Ranger.
Yeah.
She could be like another Ranger, but she can't be the Green Ranger.
Yeah,
She could be an alternate
I
version.
mean, she could though.
Maybe a
It'd be an alternate version.
reincarnation thing or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
You-
I just would
Oh
like that
yeah, yeah,
adapted though. At
yeah.
this point, that'd be such a cool like
She
story.
could be like the ninja.
Yeah,
Yeah, she could be like the ninja of the universe and stuff like that. The ninja in the universe, his daughter.
yeah, I
Okay.
can see that. Do we know anything on this reboot from Netflix though?
That's if she doesn't do it. Yeah, that
Do we know anything of what the
they're
project is
saying
supposed to
just
be?
after the Cosmic Fury.
Yeah, the one that after
Yeah,
Cosmic
it
Fury.
puts me
There was
like
anything on
it puts me like a young adult in college. It puts me in college. They say.
in college? You say?
Makes sense. Yes.
Yeah,
So are they
it
already
puts me in
Power
college.
Rangers or
Yeah, I don't.
okay?
They're already. I don't know if they are.
Uh-uh.
Still, are they already Power
No,
Rangers?
no,
Like,
they're just saying Power Rangers yet. No, they're just saying Power
okay.
Rangers yet. They say They just had to find the coin. This like they did up in the 2017 movie. They're gonna
Okay.
find it and stuff like that, and they gonna be 5 different people. They're gonna be 5 different people. Because think about it, shoot, the high school
So new
on the high
characters.
school angle already been exhausted because of Spider-Man. Yeah, new characters.
So new characters in modern day.
Because you look at the Spider-Man series, the Spider-Man. Yeah, it's in modern day.
If that's the case, they gotta go
They got
for
in
like.
modern day.
If that's the case, they gotta go for a Stranger Things or a Goonies vibe tone. Because that's what's at least the tone is what's working right now. Did I cut out or
they
did you
said the
hear all
writer
that?
that write. Oh yeah, I heard it. They said the people that writing it supposed to be doing it like a Stranger Things vibe to it.
Which is what I want.
Uh,
Which is absolutely what I want. Because the tone.
Yeah.
What they could do is base it on like what Stranger Things did was nostalgia and write the story. Because what banked hard on Stranger Things is nostalgia of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
What they could do is, bank hard on Power Rangers of the 90s.
Definitely.
But in modern day.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
If you look at
if that's the case, though, that's
like in my opinion,
what I want though from that, because that's what's the thing right now.
And like for the Power Ranger fans that like the 2017 movie, I like the 2017 movie myself. But then in my opinion, I just would if I was making that movie, the first one, I would have made the regular puppies went out first and just out fight the Rangers just at the beginning, and just at the end, Rita just would upgrade just to the super puppies.
My only
like
thing about the sorry. I'm sorry. I'm cutting you off. My bad. My only thing about 2017 was the involvement of the Zeo crystal already.
Yeah,
that was my only nitpick of that film. I loved everything else about it though. But sorry, continue.
But
my bad.
You got to find it, but you got Zeo crystal. The thing about it was Jordan Alpha went to find those Zeo crystals at that time. Reed just passed she could have.
He's lagging, right, fellas?
Zor wouldn't have.
Yep.
You sound like a Decepticon a little bit.
And stuff like that.
Darn you, Disney! Darn you, Warner Brothers Discovery!
Get it? It sounds like. Oh man.
They're sending him to the vault.
Yep.
They're sending him to the
Oh
vault.
man,
The Disney
Yeah.
vault.
in my opinion, there
Mm-hmm.
was a priority to that, and, and because you look at the 2017 movie,
He's so delayed.
shoot, the Lola Ranger storyline kind of dropped. Oh man, God dang, WB, I ain't say nothing to y'all about yet. Oh, Disney, it's probably Disney doing this to me. Shoot. It's probably Disney cut me off.
No, I know what it is.
I can't help it. Just is the MCU just average? I can't help that. Is the MCU just ain't good right now? Shut man. Shut. They probably don't like me saying it though, and stuff like that. And kind of like in my opinion, stuff like that. And plus the Lone Ranger storyline that up in the 2017 movie had drive away some people too, just for seeing it. The Lone Ranger, just by being some kind of sexuality or something like that.
Yeah, and
Up
they
in the
never really
2017
said it,
movie.
but it was implied that that's what she was. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
It
should never
was.
put it in there. They should never put it in there. They should never put it in it because you know the Asian culture. You know that. You know how China is about that jump. They don't like over there in China. China, Japan, and stuff like that.
My thing is,
they don't even put it up at the Sentai show most of the time. I
my
wouldn't
thing
even
is
have
they
put it
didn't
in. I
like.
was making a movie. I was making a movie.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you
My
go
thing
ahead.
is that my thing is about that situation is they wrote it to where it's not like full on in your face. They just brushed over it.
Yeah, just like whatever.
And it was like, the perfect, I guess the way to introduce it.
Yeah.
But you're right in a way that it
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have been in there but it was 2017. And that right there was the thing. Like, it was like the second year of what? That law.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
that's why it was placed in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
First time
for
ever.
like DC, the
But
everybody
you're right. It
saw,
shouldn't have really shouldn't have been in there.
everybody seen the Blue Beetle trailer.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That
So
that suit
good.
is
The
mid.
anybody,
That suit is mid. I'm sorry.
What?
That's
The
comic book.
AI at least. The AI stuff is
Excuse
mid.
me.
That's
Okay,
comic book.
okay, the
What?
AI.
That's
I can
comic
see
book
the
accurate.
AI.
Okay, but come on, this suit is so good. Come on.
The
Oh.
suit is decent. It's just the
Decent.
speaking AIs. Yes, it's decent. It could be
Okay,
better.
okay,
It could be better.
AI,
That's what I'm
this is
saying.
come on. Okay.
It could be better.
Well, I mean, they got time to do some CG work and fix it
I
up.
guess,
And,
yeah, the CJ is
Yeah,
a
that's
little
just a
off.
trailer right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
But definitely the AI whenever
They wasn't.
when we got those shots in the AI stuff from looking up, it was it was probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my life from a comic book film.
Yeah.
At least from the technology we have today.
Should I
Yes.
probably?
That AI stuff was like really,
Yeah.
really
But you
bad.
gotta remember though. You just gotta remember.
Race.
This ain't alien. This is not a
Race.
human technology.
You're right
when you
though.
try
You're
to
right. You're right.
CG alien
The reach
My thing
and
is it
stuff
just
like
could
that.
be better though. It could be better.
to be better at advanced
But look,
technology.
it's basically a
race
film that that
Yeah.
was gonna be on HBO Max, so I guess it's all right.
yeah,
Yeah.
'cause, I mean, I do see HBO Max quality
Yeah.
a little bit, which isn't bad, but
Yeah.
like I said, hopefully they'll
The other
do
thing
some
is
polishing.
I didn't like this where he opens the box and then his family there and now he knows who he is.
It'll look better than
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
And I can guarantee you that's not how it goes in the.
Autobots roll out.
Yeah,
You know,
different. Yeah.
I can guarantee you that's not how it goes in the comics either. Let's have his whole
I mean,
family there, and he opens the box and he finds out.
Yeah.
Oh look, he's a superhero.
I mean, in Young Justice, remember Reyes did find about during the Tech Corp explosion. So yeah, Young Justice, right? Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to these like comic book films, I throw comic book knowledge out the window because I mean, it's we're never going to really get true comic book accuracy. We can get close, but not really true
And then
accuracy.
there's
So,
Civil War.
oh my god,
And then there's Captain America Civil War, the worst adaptation of a storyline ever.
dude, they said we're just going to take Civil War and come up with our own storyline because none
Exactly.
of that
Fine.
stuff.
It didn't even feel like
Just
Civil
adapted
War
her.
until freaking Tony found out about freaking Bucky.
Yeah,
There was
Hmm.
no tension whatsoever until that scene happened.
yeah.
I did not feel any tension or anger towards any, character,
I agree on that. Yeah.
especially the airport scene.
Yeah.
I did not feel any tension or anger towards him, to
Like they're
anyone.
fighting, they're like, we're still friends, right? Like
Yeah,
what?
exactly. Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I sure was mad at that because thing like you look in the comic books, I would ask myself, where was the X-Men's at? Where was the
Yeah.
X-Men's at? Where was Wolverine? Where was Rogue? Yeah, but I would ask all these questions and stuff like that, and people telling me, tossing, you can't put everybody in. You know what I say? Then you shouldn't have had named the movie Civil War if you didn't
Exactly.
want everybody in it.
I like how they changed the
Don't
most
name it Civil.
important part of the storyline with Wanda. The real important part of why
Oh my god.
you know what I
That's
mean?
what.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I
Oh yeah,
loved how they changed
yeah.
it to one specific character.
Yeah.
And, that's how the Accords is used. And then it's only mentioned one time in the
Yeah.
movie. And that specific scene.
And they try to say that, and
Yeah.
kind of like the bad thing about Civil War is saying that Zemo can't fight. I said, wait a minute now.
Exactly, that too.
On the last time
He-
because the last time I checked, Zemo
He's a good
was a
fighter.
Captain America villain that can fight,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
can't fight in the
Hmm.
MCU. I just
That's
don't get
so.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me sit behind the sidelines and
Because like the purple mask, the
taunt you
purple
everywhere.
suit, he
Makes
don't even
sense.
have it.
Yeah.
That still
Because you look
takes
at
me off. And
Zemo
you
in the
don't even
comic
have
books,
Spider-Man where the iconic
Zemo the
moment
comic
where he
book
does his
is
thing.
cold.
Like, you know what I'm talking about, where he,
Yeah,
Yeah.
reveals
he swings in the city. Yeah,
That's
he
he
Spider-Man.
swings
reveals
in
to
the city.
everyone his thing, and it just stinks of how that film turned out.
Just like
And then you got
that's just
biased
like
Marvel fans that think it's the greatest, one of the greatest or top movies of the MCU narrative, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
because like the best Spider-Man, the best Peter Parker is Toby.
still
Yeah.
That's the
Toby.
best one.
Yeah. Program OG.
For me, I think Toby was the best
Andrew.
Peter Parker.
Okay.
I think Spider Man
Yeah,
was the best. I mean, Andrew was the better Spider Man.
yeah, I agree.
But the
This
Peter
other
Parker
guy,
though.
I cannot stand him. I just can't stand
Tom
him
Holland.
whatsoever.
Tom
Tom Holland,
Holland.
I can't stand him.
Oof.
I can't
And
stand
maybe it's not so
Tom
much him.
Holland.
Maybe it's just how he's written. But I just can't stand this Spider Man
Just then
at
he
all.
beat that character Spider-Man.
I think it's the
Not even
writer and
nerdy.
plus the director and just for Kevin Feige. That's Kevin Feige. I think up in my opinion, just by putting him in high school, bring down the stakes. In my opinion, just keep him in high school, bring down the stakes. Which was the dumbest thing in the world to say, toss him. Just keep him in high school in 3 movies. I said, really? If you look at this Toby Spider-Man, Toby only was in high school for about 15, 20
Autobots roll out.
Autobots roll out.
was in high school for about 20.
Yeah.
I know this one, fellas. I know this one because it's the one that goes beep boo boo bop boo boo bop.
And put and stuff like that. That's what I think.
I'm gonna be real G. We didn't hear a word you said, bro.
You know what that
I'm
Oh,
reminds
talking
me
about
of?
I'm gonna be
Toby's
real G. We
high
did not hear
school.
a single word.
Something about Toby High
man,
School is better than
We
something else.
we heard
Yeah.
some
Dude, that
Transformers and
uh,
Decepticons and Autobots up in here.
it reminded me of Forrest Gump when he
uh,
was
Toby
at
High School is
the
better.
Capitol,
How about that?
and somebody unplugs the mic, and
I,
he just
I
talks when nobody hears him.
think it was
And then he plugs the
Disney.
mic in, and that's why I thought about that. That's what it was like.
I think it was Disney up in here that just don't like me or
It's
something like that.
Disney. It's
I
definitely
think
Disney.
Yeah.
uh, uh because like the Toby Spider-Man stuff like that he was at high school for like less than half the movie in the first movie. He
Yeah.
was
Mm-hmm.
he was in high school 25 minutes in the second or third movie. He was in colleges getting jobs, just try to balance life and stuff like that. And he
I
was
do
being
think
Peter Parker and Spider-Man at the same time.
I do think I'm gonna be real. As much as I like No Way Home, I think Homecoming's the strongest one of the trilogy from a story
I
standpoint.
can go with that. I can go with that.
From a story standpoint, I mean, most
Oh,
No
story,
Way
yeah.
Home is more of a No Way Home was more of
Nostalgia.
nostalgia, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you take Andrew
And
Garfield and
Far
Tobey
From Home
Maguire
was
out.
just too much jokes.
Uh,
It was over the top with
and let me
jokes.
ask y'all this. Let me ask all y'all this. Spider-Man, right? And you had like Green Goblin, you had you had Electro, you had Doctor Octopus. Would you be dumb enough to bring your aunt with you, just the same
No,
um safe house, just what all the villains at?
no,
Yep.
no.
Nope.
I would.
Mhm.
That would be stupid.
Yeah. It's just
His
stupid, man.
spidey senses were not tingling
And,
that night.
That would be absolutely just to put
and
them
that's
in
why
one
I don't get. That's why I don't
spot.
get. He supposed to have spider senses. He supposed to be able to sense this danger. I don't get how he don't sense these in 3 movies. 3 movies. Where were the spider senses at? I just don't get it.
I love how the one guy,
Mysterio on
even though I love how the one guy that could probably trap him in certain dimensions is
yeah.
thrown away just like that and tricked by a kid.
I don't think he dead though.
I'm just saying, Doctor
Um,
Strange could have put all of them in certain, better situations
yeah.
of holding them. But hey,
Exactly. How could Doctor Strange not find out where Peter Parker was with these villains?
Yeah. I don't
No,
know.
It's
because
just,
thing
nostalgia,
is
nostalgia. Everybody, money. Everybody. There you go.
Mhm.
Profit's more important
because
than
you
the
remember
story
that
anymore.
that Doctor Strange supposed to guard the Mystery Realm or something. He said when he been in the Mystery Realm,
Yeah.
he supposed to
mm-hmm.
guard it to make sure that he supposed to make sure that nothing else get out, and he probably fighting something else inside that
Yeah.
dimension.
You know what I'm wondering right now, fellas?
And this might be controversial to say just for the MCU. Huh? Huh?
What did you say? Go.
Go for it.
And and
Oh,
and
sorry.
and kind of like in my opinion, I think that big old DeMarmo is hiding somewhere up in the Mystic division, the Mystic dimension or stuff like that. I think he hiding because you remember up in the first movie he was in a prison or something like that. He might be broken free because there's dimension and timeline stuff that the
Right.
MCU doing.
My thing is, you know how the first end credit was in Iron Man,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to put, let me guess, like, let me say, Ant-Man, or any of
Yeah.
the phase, like past phase 3 trailers as an end credit or setup, would you be hyped? And that's my thing. Like, imagine the reaction. Imagine the
Based on the
reactions
first
of like
villain, I probably say yeah.
my thing is imagine the reactions
I
to,
probably say yeah.
oh my goodness, Oh my goodness.
What's up, Sean?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on,
Yeah.
bro? How you doing?
It's the Flash.
No,
Shazam, actually, but
Oh,
yeah.
Shazam, my bad. Shazam.
Damn.
Shazam.
Shazam, my bad.
It's a color scheme.
Can
That's
you
why you
give
gotta
us
be
a
off
Shazam?
of that.
did you saw the trailer?
Huh?
What
Or
happened?
you respond? You were talking to him, yeah.
No, it's Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
he was
turning,
talking to you, Sean. Yeah.
I was turning my volume up. I'm sorry. What was that?
He's cutting in and out.
I'm cutting in and out.
No,
No.
Zill is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
He's
Wi-Fi
sounding
good.
like Decepticons and Autobots right now.
Nice.
But
I haven't seen the second Shazam movie.
Did y'all?
I bought this just out of my love of Shazam. Well, the proper Captain Marvel, I should say.
can we
Thank you,
get a
sir. Thank
Shazam
you.
or can we get it like? Come on, say it.
Shazam!
There we go, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you saw the new Blue Beetle
No,
trailer?
he's Blue Beetle, yeah.
Oh, Blue Beetle. Yeah, that I was surprised how good that looked.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yes.
Thank you.
yes.
I'm
good.
not alone. I'm not
It's so
alone.
good. Better than
I'm not a fan of it, but I'm gonna give it a chance just because the character debuted on the big screen.
quite from Cobra Kai.
Yeah, and the
Mhm.
actor from Cobra Kai, yeah.
I can totally, after seeing the trailer, I can totally see how David Zaslav and James Gunn looked at it and were kind of like, yeah, this is probably too good just to air on HBO Max.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as far as my history with Blue Beetle, I only know this version of the Blue Beetle from Young Justice.
Yeah.
I know Blue Beetle goes way back before
Yeah,
Marvel was
great.
even created. I think it was like in the early 40s or late 30s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited, man. If this can be like a standalone story and go over well enough to where he could be pulled into James Gunn's DCU, I mean, then you've got representation in the movie that is not forced representation because that is who the character is.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
And my
Yeah.
only thing is, I'm hoping that George Lopez doesn't get in the way
Yeah.
of the film, because when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, it's too much George Lopez, too much George Lopez, too much George Lopez, and so.
And I love George Lopez.
I do too, but I just don't want to. You know, I don't want to see him too much.
Wait, fellas, wait. Nobody, absolutely nobody. Nick at Night at 3 a.m. You know.
What?
Yep. Yep. Or if you want to pay for that Peacock service, then you could watch all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
But I would rather watch my George Lopez on Nick at Night.
Yes,
Yes.
But you don't understand what I'm referring to, though.
Yeah. Like he came on like in the wee hours of the morning, like 4 or 5 shows in a row. Before, yeah. That I'm an insomniac, so yeah, that's how I watched my reruns of George Lopez back in the day.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, I did too. Shoot,
I just thought that it'd be funny to put that in. Sorry.
Of course.
Did you fellas hear anything about this article?
Kind of like my opinion.
Sorry. I'm you guys off. I'm gonna leave and just go because I am terrible at this.
Yeah, it's
Well,
weird.
you're good, bro.
Good.
You guys continue. I'm gonna mute for a bit.
They had
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh man, Disney don't like me, bro.
So how about Marvel? Woo.
Yeah, we are witnessing the downfall of Marvel as we speak. And it's about freaking time. I got so sick of it.
Yeah. I didn't honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch much of Phase 4 because what I did see was just a letdown. Marvel's better than that.
Yeah, and the one question I posed on the streams was, when it's all said and done, was Phase 4 a failure
Yeah.
in
Because
comparison to Phase 1 through 3?
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to be compared to Phase 1, 2, and 3 because Phase 4 lost money.
Facts. Because, I mean, you look
Very
at
true.
Iron Man 1, who can ever forget the Nick Fury coming in credit scenes, right? Blew
Yeah.
everybody's mind. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, the Avengers, they're coming. We get the Incredible Hulk afterwards. Edward Norton loved it.
Yeah.
Loved that movie.
Yeah.
And then we get the Avengers. And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Disney starts grabbing its hold on everything. And it just goes downhill, downhill, downhill.
I know, man. I know. I think their first involvement was like in the first Avengers film.
Yeah.
But I think Kevin Feige had it planned out for so many years that Disney actually was just like, okay, go ahead and run with what you have. And then in I think Phase 3 is when Disney started to get their hands on things.
Mm-hmm. And
I
we
couldn't
saw
tell.
how, you
Yeah,
could tell.
right. Yeah.
And I kind of knew where things were going when Avengers came out. And, they're trying to get Loki. Thor's like, mind your tongue. He's a son of Asgard or something like that. And he's like, oh, he killed such many people.
Yeah.
He was adopted. And I'm like, okay, I know from that point on, it's going to be jokes.
Yeah.
It was funny, but
I knew from Thor Ragnarok that things were going
Yes.
a completely different direction. I liked Ragnarok for what it was, but give me Thor from the first movie over Ragnarok any day.
Can I jump in here?
Yeah.
I didn't like Ragnarok. I hated it.
I don't blame you.
I didn't either.
Because I didn't know much of it, but I knew the tone of it from the storyline.
The tone was supposed to be much darker than that movie.
I saw the animation.
Exactly, and that's what disappointed me.
Yeah.
There was too many jokes. I guess it was balanced, but there was too many jokes for me.
But I saw the animation too. I saw the animation. Yeah.
And the whole thing with Valkyrie
I saw the
and
animation
the
too.
Hulk, it was trash.
Yeah. He's like, Hulk, you fool. Big monster. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Man. Hulk is a killer, man, on that planet. He's a killer and he's a gladiator. If you try to kill him, he would try to kill you. Come on now.
Yep.
He's like a raging monster that you can't hardly stop.
It's one of their problems. One of the biggest problems is that they've never bought the film rights to the Incredible Hulk, like outright from Universal Pictures. So if they wanted to make
that's right.
Yeah. So they made a bastardized version of Planet Hulk in Ragnarok. When if they would have just dropped the chump change, I'm sure it's not a whole lot to get the film rights back for the Incredible Hulk. I mean, when we're talking Disney money, come on, they could have made an actual Planet Hulk movie, and yeah, because Hulk deserves better, man. The way that they've treated him, like this Professor Hulk is garbage in the MCU.
Yes. And I'm not a fan of Mark Ruffalo as Hulk.
Sean, that's what Sean. This might disappoint y'all. Yeah.
See what I mean? See what we mean, Sean? We got some Transformers up in here.
Yep.
Side the Red Hawk. They bring it.
Autobots roll out.
Hey, I want to see the Red Hulk. I want to see Red Hulk
Because they bring in the Hulk.
I'm interested to see what they do with the Hulk from here on,
Yeah.
since Harrison Ford is
Mm-hmm.
playing what is his name? Oh crap. The actor that just died, I forget the
Ed
character's name.
Ross.
Ross.
Yes,
Ross.
Ross, General Ross.
No, it think. Um,
I think Harrison
Yeah.
Ford's going to do good in the role, but
yeah, and kind of he's not gonna be running right.
I hope not.
Dude, he's like almost 90.
He won't
He
be running nothing
runs.
like that.
They show him running fast. I'm just going to walk out the theater. I'm not watching anymore.
Any type of superhuman feat that they give that character is going to be CGI, 100%.
Whew.
I have two things.
I'm glad.
One is about
Okay.
the director who made the travesty that is Thor 4.
Mm.
My first thing is, do you think he was on
man.
drugs when he made that script?
Quite possibly. Well, see, the thing is,
Surprisingly, no.
they were adapting it from the comic book from the mid 2000s, I think, and it was a horrible
that was-
comic book.
No wonder. That's just my first thing, and then my second thing is, why did they bring back a 10-year-old meme?
Yeah.
Why did they bring back a 10-year-old meme in that movie?
Because they're Disney and they don't know any better. I mean, honestly and truthfully.
You're right. Profit over story. You're right.
Yeah. They don't.
Yeah.
Disney doesn't give a damn about the continuity and the storytelling. They just want the flashiness and something that might sell a few action figures.
Merchandise, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. That's why I'm a DC guy. I know DC
Yes.
does not have a track record right now that is
But it's gonna be
good.
good continuity.
But I'm hoping James Gunn can pull off some good DC movies moving forward.
Sean,
Mhm.
did you hear about? I take all this with a grain of salt, though. Did you hear about the article about his inspiration for that Justice League film?
Oh, the New Frontier.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
it's probably a grain of salt, like probably most likely, but
I think that's a great idea.
it's an awesome idea because that's exactly what I would base it off of if I did at least chapter 1 and from building up a universe on the timeline.
Yeah.
It takes place in the 60s. So if they're building a real universe, heck, I'd 100% do that.
I mean, of course they would place
Tweak
it
it here and there.
modern day.
Yeah, tweak it here and there, make it modern.
But yeah, everything else from that comic and then that movie, the animated movie was also awesome.
Yes, I actually watched
Yeah, I read that. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch it again and read the comic again. But if that's what he's doing, I am down for it. I'm down for it because you've got in New Frontier, you've got your classics, right? You've got Batman, you got Superman, you got Wonder Woman, you have the Flash, you have Green Lantern.
Hal.
It's Hal Jordan.
Technically, it's a story about him.
Yeah, it is. Now they could swap out Hal for Jon Stewart, which would be okay. I wouldn't care. And was Martian Manhunter in that, or was?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was. He was in it.
And who else?
Black Canary.
Black. Yeah, Black.
No.
Boy, who was
Plastic Man?
Yeah. You were in.
Plastic Man, whatever. I gotta see. Hold on.
I gotta look it up now.
But like I said, if he does that, That is like the absolute perfect story to be inspired by, at least for the first chapter of what he's building.
Oh, for sure.
But my thing is, if he does it, that I just want the costume designs to be what it is from the animated film.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. All right, so we've
Like
got
all the Golden Era stuff. That would be so sick.
Yeah, after all of the trash costumes we got in the Snyderverse, let's go back to the Golden Age, or at least
Wait a
Silver
minute
Age.
now. Wait a minute now.
Well, no,
Oh,
Batman
so
costume was kind of dope, bro. I like the Batman costume. I did like it. Wonder Woman's wasn't bad. She just couldn't fill it out properly, but it wasn't bad.
You're right. You're right. But I mean,
Flash, I'll give you that one.
Let's go back though. Let's look at Linda Carter though. Linda Carter is the epitome of live action Wonder Woman. She looks like she walked off of the page.
True.
But for the movie, we had Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. We had Hal Jordan. We had Martian Manhunter, Aquaman, The Flash, Green Arrow, and two other people I can't make out from this image. They may have been villains.
It
Fate?
could be like Martian Manhunter might be coming too. Yeah,
it's just a rumor article though. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But if that's exactly what I would do if I was in charge, base it off that.
I would
at
too.
least for the first chapter.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely do that. And James Gunn's smart.
He likes those. He likes, the villain of that story. He likes weird characters that nobody knows about.
Yeah. Who was the villain of that story? It's been a second.
The center.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's so much that you could expand. Because the Justice League movie that we got, I mean, how are you going to have Superman in 20 minutes of a Justice League film? I mean, come on. Superman is like the key component of Justice League. So,
and then we got an audience that are so-called fans that have been crying over for 10 years, right?
I know.
Over one project or one vision that hasn't fulfilled their needs for over a decade.
And then the Snyder Cut came out and it still didn't really do anything besides give us a 4 hour.
Good. It was just too darn long.
Yes, it was very, very long, and the CGI looked like garbage.
And some things that necessarily didn't need to be in it.
Yeah.
Like the whole singing and the Aquaman singing.
Yeah.
Oh, when he was going in the water?
Yeah, and Wonder Woman, every time she was screaming,
yeah.
She wasn't even doing anything. She just walks past.
I did like Steppenwolf in it, though. Steppenwolf was pretty sick. Pretty badass in it.
I did like Steppenwolf. Like I said, Snyder's great visionary.
Mm-hmm.
But his storytelling, he's one of those guys that you have to kind of like grab a hold of him, like, look, I know what you want to do, but we're not doing that. Okay. Like you have to talk to a child, right? When it's like you gotta save them from themselves. Right? And that's who Snyder is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love the Snyder cut. But it happened, it's done. Let's move on.
Exactly.
Let's build a universe the way we should build it. And I'm hoping that's what Gunn is doing, because you see he's reading the comic books. He's getting inspiration.
He's a comic book fan. That's
exactly.
That's what I like about him.
This is another thing, Sean, that I've mentioned on here once before. I believe so, but James Gunn, to me, his personality, his characteristics feels like DC.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because like everything he did, Guardians of the Galaxy, it just reminded me a lot of DC. And I know they're Marvel characters, but the way he approached them, the humor and the way that they interacted with each other just reminded me of like the OG DC animated universe. How the characters used to kind of interact together.
And
And he bringing in
that's the most
Wildstorm too.
established universe DC's ever created.
The DC animated universe is arguably the best shared cinema or shared universe. Period. You know,
Exactly.
I think it's better than the MCU. I think it's better than DCE.
The original animated universe.
Yeah, starting with Batman the Animated Series, ending with Justice League Unlimited.
Yes.
Yep.
And then you look at all the events that DC has. You know what I mean? It's just you can do so much. You can profit so much if you just get out of your own way and do what's there. Just stay off. That's why I'm liking the fact that John is controlling everything. So, hey, let him do his thing. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Just stay out the way. You write the checks. Let him do his job.
Just write the checks. let the guy who knows about comics do his thing.
Here's my question, fellas. I need an answer from all of you. Do we want Hall of Justice?
Yes.
Or do we want Watchtower?
I think we need to start with Hall of Justice and then eventually go to Watchtower.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking from what I keep hearing is that Kingdom Come is basically what they're working towards.
Kingdom Come is excellent.
Yeah,
I love Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I think as the end goal, I think that's where they're working towards. And it looks like Gunn is putting things together to work towards that. I just hope that the fan base doesn't get so culty and just like, no, we want Snyder, and just not go because they want Snyder. No, if anybody read what Snyder wanted to do, hell no, I don't want that.
I remember his original storyboards, fellas.
Yeah.
Lois and Batman.
Yeah, that would have pissed me off. I would have walked out of the theater, man.
And there was a spoof comic one time where they actually had that happen. And it was the worst Batman Jr. thing. It was the worst thing ever.
That's trash. Right? That's just trash.
No, don't do it.
It's absolute trash, man. No, Lois and Clark, man. That's how it's always been. That's how it should always be. Bruce Wayne, he has Catwoman. He has oh geez.
Damian Wayne's mother. I forget her name.
Oh, Talia.
Talia al Ghul.
Talia al Ghul. Yeah. I mean, and then there's even Vicky Vale. They put her, in there. So yeah. But really, they've tried, and they tried to push him together with Wonder Woman. Sometimes, which I'm okay with that. I think that would be an interesting. But no, Lois is off, and
it
another
was just
thing.
For me now, I would do the universe.
My thing is
okay.
Wait, what?
He said
he cut off
the universe.
He cut off.
Yeah.
Another thing, though, Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent are friends, so I can never see Bruce Wayne doing that to Clark Kent.
Hey, can I just say something? Why did you say that name?
God,
dude! Oh my goodness!
Or wait, I got another one.
How the hell did Bruce know who Martha was?
I got another one, fellas. I got another one. Do you bleed, Snyder fans? No. You will. Or cry.
The reason that Bruce knew the name Martha is because Martha was his mother's name, just like it's Clark's mother's name. Martha Kent and Martha Wayne.
Yeah, I know, but he says go save Martha. Like he knew that where to go find Martha. And I never understood it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand it.
Yeah, there were a lot of plot holes in BVS.
Yes, the ultimate cut is decent. It's just
it fills in.
It still makes no sense though. From establishing a universe.
And why couldn't Snyder? And I know it's his style, but he could have filmed them like in brighter colors. You know, I mean, the Superman suit is supposed to pop. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe not.
I liked Man of Steel for what it was.
I do
Except
too.
the ending. Except the ending.
Yeah. I like Superman. I like Man of Steel, but it's not technically really a Superman
It's not.
traditional
It's
story.
definitely not.
Yeah. In a way, Pa Kent dies. It's like, dude, really? You can easily speed, get him in now. Nobody would know it.
Clark would have never stood there and watched Jonathan die. He would have been like zip zip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But one thing I took from that whole movie, all that destruction. Who the hell's gonna pay to clean all that crap up?
Certainly wasn't Bruce.
Yeah.
Because he was mad, right?
I go back.
Batman vs Superman.
My biggest issues with a Man of Steel is the way that Jonathan Kent was written, because Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent, but mostly Jonathan is the moral compass of Clark Kent.
Exactly.
And I think back to Smallville.
Yes,
that Jonathan Kent was like Jonathan Kent. So when the school bus goes off, and Clark is asking, in the movie, should I have let them drown? He's like, yes, I don't know, maybe. Jonathan Kent would have never ever said that. He would have been like, no, you did what you had to do. But then he would explain, in doing so, you've exposed.
I love how it's 3 answers.
Yeah.
3 different answers and reactions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That is 3 different responses there.
Yeah, I know. I was like, no. If this was Smallville, Pa Kent would be telling you something else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. What did you guys think of Black Adam? I enjoyed Black Adam.
Fun.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Best word I can describe it. Fun with a terrible plot.
You know what, Dwayne?
Yeah.
I would not call him The Rock anymore after that movie. Dwayne,
The Black
really
Adam.
just because Black Adam's like my 3rd favorite DC character, and like Snyder, Dwayne sometimes getting his own way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have so much thoughts about it.
So much,
Like if that movie was in the 90s, it would be like a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad I waited till streaming services.
But
no, that movie was good though. I did.
I liked it.
Fun.
It was probably my favorite DCEU movie.
I would agree.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see. I don't.
I could say it's up there, but it's from a story. It's
because I mean, you have the whole thing
okay.
where his son sacrifices himself, gets his powers to his dad, and his dad becomes. He didn't even have a name at this point. It is. And the whole time he's just gliding in the air as he's coming down to the floor. Like, what was that? Like, it was just. I don't know. It should have been Shazam at the end of that movie.
No,
my thing is
if
the kid
you
with the
look
skateboard.
at
Or the wizard at the end of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's Superman. This is my opinion.
My thing is the getaways with the kid with the skateboard.
I think the
every
reason,
other minute in that film.
That kid should have had a building dropped on him. Problem solved.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
It's just they have guns. He has a skateboard. He's gonna skate away. Good job. Great writing.
Not only that, he's going to rally up the whole city full of 10 people against this onslaught of these zombie-looking people.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And he's like, everybody, stop. Listen, dude, really? That kid annoyed the shit out of me.
But when Black Adam was doing his thing, man, he was like,
oh yes,
like, he was like melting people, man, turning them to dust. Like the opening scene where they're shooting at him, and he just like holds off the bullets, and he's like, "Your magic is weak." I was like, "Yeah."
And I love that, and it was in that Egyptian
CGI,
kind of like whatever language. It was in that language, and I loved that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yes, I'm in for a ride. But after he gets to their house or apartment, whatever, to me, it just kind of went, when they're in the little town or whatever, he's doing the whole Western quick draw. That's like, dude, why?
Mhm. And he walked through walls like
because he saw the
Yeah.
TV.
yeah, like so after the first time he walked through a wall and then they explained about it.
That was he,
You know, I feel like that comic relief didn't need to be there the other times.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did love the suit, the
suit
first
was
one
dope.
and the OG one when
Yeah,
it did with
Black Ops. I did love that.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like. I mean,
Yeah.
without like with a few exceptions, he looks like Black Adam. I just wish they would have given him the pointy ears. That would have been the icing on the cake.
I would have wanted pointy ears and more of an accent.
Yeah,
I would love for him to kind of learn English, whatever language, as he went along, right? Because he's been gone for I don't know how long. So
was it what, like 5,000 years?
5,000 years. So how in the world is he coming back? He automatically knows English.
Yeah,
right. He speaks it like somebody from Miami, like where he's from or whatever, you know. So no, I'm just not.
I'm gonna be real though, fellas.
Yes.
My favorite recent DC film is actually James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
That's not bad.
Yes, I did enjoy that.
It's very good, yeah.
I like
it balanced the tones. It balanced the tones from serious and joke,
funny,
jokes.
right.
Yeah.
Dude, when John Cena was like trying to mess with each other, like, hey, what does this thing do?
Yeah.
He just slap his hand away. It was hilarious.
I even enjoyed Peacemaker. I thought that was an interesting.
Peacemaker was a surprisingly good show.
Yeah, so funny, yeah.
Because I mean,
you
DC
couldn't have done any other guy to be in charge of DC. That's my thing. And from after watching that film, I'm glad that WB hired him as our, this guy over here that killed the MCU.
Yeah.
With Disney's
movie.
Profit over story anymore.
Yeah, don't give us all in.
But
like I was saying earlier, it was too much saturation, right? TV shows, movies, all this stuff, and it went nowhere for me. Like I liked Loki, but it just kind of went nowhere, right? I mean, it gave us Kang, but did it really give us Kang?
That was a trash Kang.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It was just
I didn't even see it yet, fellas.
And
I'm just gonna wait till Plus.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And that
I might even bootleg it.
Kang was much better than MODOK. MODOK was I don't know what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, why?
Shout out to George Lopez with Mr. Electric.
Yeah.
Lava Girl.
Yes.
Or MODOK.
Yeah, I see the reference.
But see,
people made memes on that on TikTok, everything. They made memes on that junk.
In around October when Disney Plus aired Werewolf by Night, and it was really, really good.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, so maybe Disney, is gonna let Marvel do some Marvel stuff. And no, that was just like a one-off. And they got away with it because it was black and white. You couldn't see the blood. So yeah, but seriously, Werewolf by Night, if you haven't seen it on Disney Plus, it is really, really good.
Yeah, like to me, that might be the best. Even though it was a one-off thing, it might have been the best thing the MCU did that whole phase.
Yeah,
it was just, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is the best thing they did in the entire phase. Because I mean, Kevin Feige was being pulled in so many directions, like with the Disney Plus shows, and that's why. So Victoria Alonso was put in charge of a lot of that stuff, and luckily she's gone now. But
Bye, Felicia.
And then they said they're going to scale back on the Disney Plus shows, and they're going to do quality over quantity. And when I read that, I was like, isn't that what you should have been doing to begin with? But
exactly.
Okay.
But like you mentioned earlier, it was all about selling merchandise.
Yeah.
Selling toys, selling clothes.
to get the
I
money
mean,
from the
it's just,
consumers. Yeah.
I mean, nobody was watching them. I mean, She-Hulk. Nobody liked really She-Hulk for
Yeah.
the most part. I liked Miss Marvel only because the actress. There was something about her that I don't know. She was just adorable. She was very perky. And I root for her as an actor. I feel sorry for her being in this the Marvels movie with Brie Larson. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
You should choose DC like in the future.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
she might as well be DC
If-
since her
if she could-
powers essentially were that of a Green Lantern.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's one thing they
Yeah.
changed for the show. I was like, wait a minute,
And
that's
she
not
still beat
how
the
her
Green
powers-
Yeah, and I did not
Lantern.
like that at all.
Green Lantern though. Makes sense.
Can we go? LeBron Fett. That's awesome.
What's up, LeBron?
LeBron
What's
fit.
up, yo?
Oh, here's a hot take.
Hey, okay.
Go ahead.
I got a hot take for
What's
you.
up, man? What's up?
Stargirl is better than every MCU show that's come out for Disney Plus.
Facts.
Thank
Facts.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
Stargirl is better than that. Yes. I do give that.
Yep.
Yes.
Stargirl was as comic accurate as you could
Yes.
possibly get on a live action TV show. And that is
Yeah.
because Jeff Johns was so heavily involved because Courtney was his real life sister that died. And so he was very protective of that IP.
I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah. I think she
I
died
didn't
in
know that at
a,
all.
in a plane crash.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
And so he based the
Figure out.
character on her.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Okay.
Nice, you know.
I love Stargirl. It was so good. It was
Yeah.
Smallville-esque.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very Smallville-esque, and I loved
Yes.
it. I enjoyed it.
Doing good, LeBron. I'd be doing even better
Yeah.
if you join my Discord server.
Hey, did you guys lose? I hope the Clippers beat you. Is that game over?
No, it's still going on. I'm watching it.
Oh, who's winning?
Clippers. By
Thank
9,
God.
under
Okay.
a minute.
I'm happy. Let's go.
Oh,
No,
speaking
that's
of which,
bad news
guys,
for the Clippers, though.
I wanted to ask Sean
That's
this, though.
bad news for the Clippers, though.
Um,
That's bad news for the Clippers
Yeah.
because
But,
if you look at the back,
yeah,
the Clippers number 5, they gonna have to face the Suns
Ooh,
just with
yeah.
KD.
Yeah.
Just be glad that Kansas City, Missouri doesn't have a basketball team because we'd win that too. Just like we
Probably
won the Super
so.
Bowl.
Probably so.
LeBron is leaking in chat.
I hate Kansas. Oh, I'm a 49er fan, so burn in hell.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Man, you know,
Sean, you're the
NFL paid that
DC
game
guy,
off.
right? You're the DC guy.
Yeah.
This question's been bugging me. With that Hall of Justice, the only concern to me is that if they use Hall of Justice, I don't want a Super Friends scenario
No, and it
from
doesn't.
Tone.
It,
if you
it
know what
doesn't
I
have
mean.
to be. It doesn't have to be. It's. You think of it as essentially as the Watchtower on Earth.
Yeah. It's just people. There's an audience, general audience, that know the Hall of Justice from Super Friends, and
Mm-hmm.
it's. I just don't want to be it trapped in that situation or Tone.
No.
If we
no.
put Hall of Justice. In the
I grew
DC.
up with Super Friends.
Yeah, me too.
So, no, I don't want to see a live action Super Friends.
Exactly.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like from the tone, the tone. Oh my God, the tone.
Man, we got enough of that in MCU right now, so we're good.
Exactly what the
Yeah.
MCU is. It is exactly what the MCU is right now. Heck, it's always been that way.
Yeah.
If you look at it,
You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
You know what else I can't stand about the MCU? I'm sorry, Zia. I hope Disney doesn't cut you off again. But remember Ragnarok when Thor's
Yeah.
taking pictures with people and all of a sudden, like, dude,
Yeah.
nobody's supposed to know who you are.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
Where's the alter egos? Everybody knows who everybody is. It's
Yeah,
just
so I didn't think for it.
That's just my issue though.
No, but it's a legitimate issue.
Legit murder.
It's a very legitimate issue, and yeah, that's why over the past year and a half, 2 years, when Superman gave up his secret identity, I was out. I was like,
Yeah.
no. He's like, no. Mm-mm.
you're like, why? It's like, because I mean, effectively, isn't that what Civil War is supposed to be about? No, Peter Parker gives up, his, hey, I'm Spider Man, kind of like what Iron Man did. Iron Man 1, I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
Something.
Something to that effect,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
But when you give up when you're Superman and you're all powerful, and it's the same thing with any superhero. Like the reason Batman doesn't want people to know who he is because it could hurt those around. People would target those around him.
mhm.
If you're Superman and you have all of those abilities and you're like thwarting like 45 different major crimes a day, you better be sure that people are gonna be coming for your family.
Especially with Lex Luthor running around. Good God.
Yeah. Once Lex finds out, you're toast, man.
Yeah.
You are toast.
JG and Sean.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. This is about the Power Rangers universe. If y'all was a Power Ranger and Zordon and Zordon, y'all can give y'all a choice: reveal this your identity or keep it a secret. Which one y'all doing?
I'm keeping the secret, man.
Keeping it a
Keep
secret.
it secret. No, at the end
Secret.
of the day, keep family dead friends now.
I couldn't do it because no, that's what in the Power Ranger universe. So you just will reveal that you're a Power Ranger because if you look at it, Rita, Zed, everybody know just your identity already in the Power Ranger universe. Look at the Power Ranger show that Rita already knew Zach was the meet her.
I mean, he's not wrong on that, fella.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Because she's on the moon, they're on the moon, and he's not wrong though.
Yeah. I would probably still keep it secret just cause. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. But nah.
Hold on. My other thing,
Until you look at Lightspeed Rescue Speed, the government actually was helping the Power Rangers
yeah,
and stuff like that.
Yep.
And plus, sure, that might be bad to say, but that's what the Power Ranger universe is better than the MCU right now.
I mean, he's not wrong on that one either, fellas.
Yeah.
No.
He's not wrong. No.
Man, reruns of Full House are better than the MCU right now.
Yes. DJ Tanner. Oh my God, I had a huge crush on her back in the day.
Yeah, me too.
Heck, Mando season 3 would pass for a Power Ranger season.
Oh yeah.
That's why so many people are going over to like to manga and anime and
yeah.
And so yeah. I don't know. There actually are anime versions of Superman comics and Batman comics. I had no idea.
Yeah. Plus,
Really?
Yeah.
Plus,
They're-
Deadpool. Yeah.
They're coming over to America. They're being translated, and I think they're going to arrive in America in about September or October.
Interesting.
But they've been selling over in Japan. My action figure reviews are better than the MCU right now. I believe that.
I believe that too.
Plus, Deadpool did cross over to a manga.
I'm gonna subscribe to your channel right now.
Same here. I got to see these action figures.
Yeah.
All right, I am subscribed, LeBron.
Same.
And the Clippers win.
Thank God.
I'm a fan of action figures, man. I have.
This was pretty good.
I have the entire core cast of the Justice League cartoon series. I'm just missing Green Lantern. Everybody was mint in box, and so they have the little stand and the card that you put behind them. I just need the Green Lantern, and then I'm going to put them up behind me back here somewhere.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm in the process of getting my setup together now, so I can start channel up and get it going.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all about the collections of like the figures, man. It's all good.
So here's the question right here. Shazam, we saw so far what the box office numbers were. And Gunn said himself, depending on how good it does, they will bring that, I guess, cast, which is him or whatever, over to what he wants to do.
Zachary Levi?
Yeah.
No.
No, get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Thank you. Somebody agrees with me. Thank God. Yes.
Because Shazam.
I like the first one, but he's been crazy since on social media. He's been absolutely insane.
But Shazam has not made a whole lot more money than Black Adam.
But The Rock didn't want him though.
I think first of all,
guess what The Rock said? The Rock didn't want him.
Yeah, that's right. The Rock did not want to be in his movie, and he didn't want him to be in his movie. And when I read that, I was like, Rock, haven't you read a Shazam comic? Like, you're literally his mortal enemy.
Yes.
You've got to face off at some point. Come on.
It can't be
he wasn't talking about the character himself. He would talk about Zachary Levi in the tone of the movie. He didn't like the tone of the movie when he was doing
way different for
inside the movie.
Yeah.
The Rock wanted to center. He wanted to center the universe around Black Adam and Superman, which I would not have had a problem with. Nope. But nobody nobody pulled up. The DC fans did not pull up.
That would make no sense either.
No
way.
No, it would.
But I wanted to see that fight. I wanted to see that fight between The Rock and
but
Henry Cavill.
Writing, storytelling is more important than a rushed project.
Absolutely. You are 100% right.
And that's what the downfall of the DCEU has always been.
Yes.
They looked for the visual aspect more than the storytelling. Simple as that at the end of the day. And that's why everyone hates it. From the general audience and even most of the MCU fans. This is why they hate it.
Yep.
Because there's no storytelling.
But I have to admit, man, at the end, the end of Black Adam, where Superman, you hear his voice, and he's walking out of the mist. He's like, Black Adam, we need to talk. I turned into like a little schoolgirl, man. I felt like I was in third grade. I was like, it's Superman. He's even got the curl.
I laughed.
On.
I laughed because of the result of what it is now.
Yeah.
Because I waited until streaming.
Well, when you consider how long that script was in the works, like how long they've been working on it.
It was like 10 years, man.
10 years and what we got.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I got 10 years worth of work.
What had happened is that they had it all shot, and then David Zaslav took over, and I guess there was a lot of woke agenda stuff, regarding the Middle East, that David Zaslav was like, no, we're chopping this out. We're chopping this out. They had to go back. They had to re-edit the entire movie. And
wow.
Then that's why sometimes it feels like it's kind of a mess going from one scene to another, because it's missing plot points.
So do we get a Black Adam Dwayne Johnson cut?
I don't think Dwayne Johnson has any say so in DC anymore.
I'm pretty sure he's headed over to Marvel.
You say John Cena?
The Rock wanted
Autobots.
More than meets the eye.
He's coming back, they say.
Who?
The Rock?
He ain't coming back.
Dwayne?
But they say he's coming back. Yeah, he come back.
No,
I hope not. He
not
needs
in
to
He coming
DC.
back.
go.
He is not coming back. He
Not
is
in
focused
DC.
on.
Uh huh.
He is
Uh huh.
focused and
He
good
said it.
buddy two shoes with
He said
He
Disney
he
right
said,
come
now.
back. He talking to James Gunn. No, he said
Well,
on Instagram, like on live one time, but somebody asked him. Somebody asked him on live one time that was he coming back to DC. He said yeah, and he talking to James Gunn just to see which movie, like he can come back in just as an after credit or something like that. Because you know that Wonder Woman on the island and stuff like that. The island show,
mhm.
and just when Wonder Woman and stuff like that, and then with Magic,
Paradise Lost.
yeah,
Yeah,
and he could
Paradise
be one,
something. Yeah,
Yeah, Paradise Island. My bad. No, I don't know
yeah,
what it's. What
and
was it
his
called?
y'all was in it too,
Sean,
and his
you know.
Themyscira.
Yeah,
Paradise
that
Island,
Mm-hmm.
it's a he
yeah,
named
and
it
he
after
supposed to
the
be coming
island.
back.
Though. I know the show is named after the island, but it is
Look,
Themyscira, but a different name.
if I don't mind if The Rock comes back, but they do not. They need to put like some chains on him because he had way too much power and
Mhm.
say so when it came to that part of the DCEU. So if as long as they can get him in line and he is treated and reacts to direction like every other actor that is there, then I'm cool because I liked his portrayal of Black Adam. If they recast Black Adam, it's going to be hard to find somebody that looks like that close. It's like Christopher Reeve, man. Christopher Reeve looked like Superman.
Yeah,
Dwayne Johnson looks very close to Black Adam.
The only other person I could see
plus
replacing Dwayne Johnson as Black Cat is probably Ricky Whittle, maybe. I don't know if you guys know that guy from American Gods, Shadow Moon. Was on there. I could see him, maybe. But you're right. I'm not gonna say the name. Dwayne Johnson, uh, is he has the perfect look. I mean, he's been everybody's like fan casting for
Yep.
Black Adam for, like you said,
Yeah,
10 years
yeah.
or more.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just, I think he needs some acting training, maybe a little bit.
I know who my Lex is though.
Who?
I told Zill this who I want. Because technically, in a way, it's possible. Fassbender.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I say bring
In
the
a
guy
way,
from
it's
Smallville
possible
in.
from what Deadpool is supposed to be. If they, bring him back, and I guess the
All right.
legit plot of that movie for Deadpool 3 is supposed to be, him killing Marvel or the X-Men, all of them.
I don't know, man. I want to see Michael Rosenbaum come back and just make him be Lex Luthor. I love his Lex.
Yeah, but I don't know how well he would. I like his Lex. I just don't know how well he would transition from Smallville to
exactly.
He would be now. I will give you. He would be better than Mike. Who was it?
What's that guy's name?
Jesse
Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh my God, he was horrible. He was horrible.
He was written horrible.
Even though he was Lex Luthor Jr., he wasn't Lex Senior. He was still horrible.
You're right. You're right.
But yeah,
Yeah, he was,
I don't know. Give us somebody. Give us somebody that is menacing and the informable. Like the Lex Luthor from the animated DCAU, from Superman the animated series. That type of businessman, but he's corrupt.
Okay.
The second guy that comes to mind, though. I mean, I'd rather see him as Gordon, but I mean, what's his name?
yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Cranston.
Walter
Bryan
White,
Cranston. Yeah.
Cranston. He would be cool.
Yeah, he would.
But they would have to use technology to de-age him, maybe.
I don't know. Lex Luthor could be an older guy, I think. But I know a lot of people dislike the movie and they dislike the man, but Kevin Spacey was actually a decent Luthor.
I
Kevin
loved his
Spacey.
version of Lex Luthor. Yes.
Yeah.
Billy Zane's another guy. Of course, he's older, but he's another guy.
Billy Zane would be good.
The best Lex is obviously the animated one, though.
Yes. Yeah. I think he's played by Clancy Brown, if I'm not
Yeah, and
mistaken.
he's actually supposed to be in the Batman 2 or the Penguin spinoff.
Oh, interesting.
He's I think he's Falcone. No, not Falcone. Carmone. What's his name? Not Carmine. Maroni.
Oh, Maroni. Okay, Sal
Maroni.
Maroni.
Yeah, that's who he is. He's casted as that in the
I
Penguin
cannot
spinoff.
stand the Batman movie. I cannot stand it at all.
You can't?
What?
No.
I mean, I can see why a lot of people.
Yeah, because of the stuff in it.
Well, it's just it doesn't have a whole. It's like they are all dressed up in Batman related costumes.
It's like cosplay, yeah.
But it's like, the movie Seven with Batman
Right.
cosplay.
But my thing is, it understood the no kill, and it understood the detective aspect so well. That's why I like it a lot.
But there was barely any detective aspect of it. I mean, he had a contact lens. You're
right. You're right.
He was wrong more than he was right a lot of times.
You're right.
I mean, at least in Christopher Nolan's trilogy, he had some gadgets and
he didn't do the detective aspect. That was Alfred most of the time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he went into the crime scene before anybody was allowed in, and he where the bullet was in there, and he cut out.
That was it, though. That was legit. It shown.
You're right.
And that's my thing. They full on, at least attempt to try to show it in the Batman.
I do give him credit for that. Yes. But I am, and you know what? He's getting a second movie, but it's an Elseworlds story.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't.
And that's cool. That's cool.
Which is perfect. It's perfect.
Exactly. It's an Elseworlds story with the Joker and the Snyderverse. So Matt Reeves can go and do what he wants, while the main continuity is going to get a new Batman. Hopefully it's going to be very comic book accurate. I personally I'm tired of the bodysuits. I want to see the gray suit, the yellow belt, and the blue cape and cowl.
I don't want the Silver Age suit.
The
Superman.
But
the cape and cowl from the older one, though. From
you know what? I wouldn't mind the Rebirth suit because it's a good mix between Silver Age.
We were talking about Batman. I don't know why I went on the Superman. Bad.
Yeah, the Rebirth is okay. I just don't like the emblem.
Yeah, you can always adjust the emblem, how you want it, but it's. I mean, to me, the Michael Keaton suit was my favorite because I love that solid black,
I like
yellow accent and stuff like that.
I actually like the Batman suit.
The Michael Keaton bat symbol, still to this day, is my favorite.
Iconic one.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. I can't wait to see him in the Flash. That's the whole reason I'm going to go see the Flash, is to see Michael Keaton.
But it doesn't, general audience doesn't know. The general audience does not know about what the situation at hand is with James Gunn.
No.
And that's what concerns me. They don't know nothing what technically, in a way, it's just it's like what the story presents itself. It's going to reset the timeline.
Yep.
But they don't know nothing about it.
But they don't have to. They don't have to. I think because you have my generation and the generation after me that grew up watching the Batman movies with Michael Keaton, so they do know Michael Keaton, at least to some extent. And so then they find out that there's going to be Ben Affleck, his Batman in this as well. And there's going to be Supergirl and this old Batman, Michael Keaton, still doing his thing. I think there's enough in this
thing, though. That's the one upsetting thing about all this, new stuff with James Gunn. That's the one the Batman Beyond can't do.
Yes.
Yes.
The craziest thing is I've been wanting Keaton as old Bruce for the longest time.
Me too.
That's
me
that's
too.
the only guy I could see.
But you know
as
what?
old Bruce in the Batman Beyond film.
You know what? I mean, they're not exactly honest with us. So Batman Beyond might still be something that we get in the future. With
Which
Keaton.
I hope so. Because I love that show.
I've been wanting Batman Beyond for so long.
Me too. I mean,
and the era we're in,
it's about time.
We're in that time period. That's the
give us
in that time period. It's crazy that we haven't.
Give us a Terry McGinnis and let's get the suit going. And what was Gotham? Was it like Neo Gotham or whatever?
Future.
It was? Yeah, future Gotham, and you've got the Jokers, and yeah, let's do it, man. Keaton is the perfect age for it.
Well, here's the thing though. I don't know if you heard this, Sean, or anyone else. Basically, what Warner Brothers wanted to do with that movie was actually put Terry McGinnis, the front runner, as like the main Batman.
Well,
and
I mean,
after the Flash movie, they wanted to reset the universe and put him in front of it.
Oh, well, see, this originally, Michael Keaton was going to carry over into the new universe.
Yes.
Yeah. He was going to be around for a while, and I assume he was going to train a Terry McGinnis, and he was going to serve more of a mentor type thing. So maybe that's going to still happen, and maybe Terry McGinnis will be the Batman of the future. I don't know.
That's all we have to go in and support the Flash, because if we support a Flash, if it makes enough money, there's enough backing, maybe we do get a Terry McGinnis, maybe we do get a Batman Beyond.
Yeah, and
because
you know what,
I'm seeing it for the character than the actor. Whatever's going down with the actor, I'm seeing it because of the character.
Yeah,
it's the first debut on the big screen.
I love the Flash. I've loved the Flash since the John Wesley Shipp TV series. Back in the day. I love all the characters in the movie. I'm going to see the characters that I grew up reading. And I'm going to support them.
Exactly. You know what? There's one other thing I want to touch on. It's for the MCU. Yes, we're going back to the MCU again.
Do we have to? Okay.
Yes, we have to, because these specific projects are what I'm hyped about, and what they're going to do about is not looking very good. And that's Blade, that's Fantastic Four in X-Men. If you know Sean, have you heard the rumors of what they're actually doing?
I've heard a few stuff, and I'm not liking it.
Basically, from what I've heard, or what I've seen on the internet, is that they're changing the name. They're obviously changing the name from X-Men to Mutants.
See, I don't think they're going to, now that Victoria Alonso is gone, because she was the one that was.
You're right.
So I would be really surprised if she was still there. I expected that to happen, but now since she's gone, I would be really, really surprised if they did that, because it's a stupid move. Everybody knows the X-Men.
Exactly. It's just they have to get those three specific projects right. If they don't, then we know that it's already done for. But if they don't get it right for diehard, Marvel fans, they mess that up. The MCU is done.
Oh, I know.
They have to get X-Men right. They have to get the Fantastic Four casting right. That's going to be huge.
I worry more about Fantastic Four than I do anything else.
Yeah, because who's going to freaking play? Who is going to play Mr. Fantastic?
Well, they wasted him.
Oscar.
And they wasted him. John
Yeah,
Krasinski.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I hate freaking Doctor Strange's mom.
Yeah.
That's what.
I mean, look what they did.
That's what's funny about the film.
Look what they did in Age of
Says
Ultron, you know, right? Where you had Ultron cutting off Claw's hand instead of, you know, T'Challa. That just messed up everything. You could have had like I said, people get in their own freaking way.
I know
I'm done with the. I've been done with the MCU since maybe Ultron, probably. Like I was done at that point. That's it. All comic book knowledge, throw it out the window. It's over. Just give me a good movie at this point. They can barely do that. So you know it's. And now DC, I mean DCU, I mean they're not safe either. They've been getting in their own way as well, right? Like you heard the pre-screen of Aquaman 2. It's not looking too good.
I don't expect Aquaman 2 to be good. I don't.
I don't either.
I didn't really like
either.
the first one that much, to be honest with you. I thought it was good, but it wasn't. I fell asleep in the theater watching it. I'll put it that way.
See, so Aquaman 2 was before we knew what type of person Amber Heard was. And
yeah,
I'm a sucker for redheads, and so you know, I was.
Hey, brother. I'm with you on that one.
You can turn down a redhead.
Yeah, so I was just watching redheaded Amber Heard through the entire thing.
I mean, I sure didn't watch for Jason Momoa's acting. I know that's for sure.
Nah. And it looked like a Marvel film too, because like there were two girls that came to go watch it in my theater, and when the movie opens and you see WB like under the water, you know, and they were like, I thought this was a Marvel film.
Seriously? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, nope,
man.
it's not.
I mean, we think about how
That's the general
colorful it
audience
was
for
and
you.
everything. Yeah, it did seem like a Marvel film.
It did. Yeah.
That's
So
the
did
general audience
Shazam.
today for you.
Yeah, I mean Shazam. You say you hadn't seen Shazam too, right?
Not yet, but
Okay, I won't talk about that one then.
the first Shazam is the best Marvel movie that DC made, essentially.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I despise him.
I think Shazam 2 was way too much Marvel for me personally. I enjoyed it.
I could care
But it
less
was
about
just-
it too because I wanted Mr. Mind.
They wasted Mr. Mind in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of heart movie.
I was so excited for that critic, and they've made generic villains that are not even from the comics, but it's okay.
Dude looked like a Play-Doh kind of created little creature up there talking. It was just, oh my god. You wasted Mark Strong, who is a great actor.
Oh, I know.
Right? And
He was the best part of Green Lantern as Sinestro.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me, I think they brought the Shazam family in a little too early for me.
Yeah.
I would have waited, but I mean,
they didn't need to bring the Shazam family in the first movie.
Exactly. They should have waited on that.
Maybe at the very, very end, they could have maybe talked about it. But and then fully realized it in the second movie. But yeah, all that, you know, although Mary, you know, she's okay. She's okay. She can
wait
stay
till you
around.
see the second one. Wait till you see the second one. Oh my god. That first Mary, you kick her out the door for the second one. Oh my god. Mary, Darla. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Darla was looking good too.
Yeah, it was just that's what I love most about Shazam 1 and 2. Those two things, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like Zachary Levi. I really do think they need to, well, they are going to replace him, thank God. Hopefully. He was just, it's almost like he was dumber as he became Shazam. Right?
Yes.
He was more childish as he became Shazam. And I didn't. Nah.
Yeah.
Billy Batson was more intelligent than Shazam.
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't understand it.
And it was based off New 52, correct?
I believe so.
Was slightly based on it.
A lot of the movies in the DCEU were based off of New 52, which is part of the problem.
Yeah.
Which is the main problem.
Yes. Yes. I there were some good reads in New 52. Like for instance, Batwoman in the New 52 was okay. But what they did for the CW Batwoman show was utter garbage. If they would
Yeah.
have gone by the New
Clean beat
52
like this
comic
one
book,
Flash. Yeah.
it would have been fine. But yeah.
Yeah, Clean Directive 2 beat the Flash 2, yeah.
Mhm.
Very bad. Red Dead's
Yeah.
so bad for you. Prefer to get alternate version of Bruce Wayne for it.
And so Rebirth has had its hits and misses, and now they're launching Dawn of DC, um, which looks interesting. I might read that.
No, Sean.
Mhm.
Everyone. This goes for everyone.
Okay.
Um, who would you cast as your Trinity?
Oh,
Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. Who would you cast? All that goes for everyone. We'll
but
go around.
so okay, so the only one that I know off the top of my head would be Alexandria Daddario or whoever, however you say her name, as Wonder Woman. She was in the Percy Jackson movies.
Yes, the Dario.
Yeah, Daddario. I would cast her as Wonder Woman. The other two, you know what? Jensen Ackles.
Yep, that's my choice. 100% my choice.
I think he would do a good Batman. And as far as Superman goes, I have no idea.
Oh.
Barcode, you going? You wanna go?
For Superman, we'll go with Ben Ralph.
Who?
Ben Ralph.
Brandon Ralph? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to bring him back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonder Woman or Batman?
That I really don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
JG? Did we lose JG or Zill?
He's back on.
JG, are you there?
I think he's AFK.
Ah.
Zill, you here? Oh, there we go. Now we got JG back. They're all lagging. They're all Optimus
Disney
Prime
like
right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Basically, we were asking who would you cast as your Trinity?
Right now.
I think they're all AFK. Well, not. I think he's AFK, but
yeah.
or communication errors right now. Or
yeah.
Well, I'll go with mine, I guess.
I would say Superman.
Oh, there we now. See how delayed he is.
I go Superman,
delayed.
Batman, Wonder Woman.
He's so delayed. I feel so bad.
Or Superman.
I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Is he muted? Is he supposed?
Is
he? Are you muted, JG?
Oh, in the private chat. He said 1 second.
Okay. So, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I have to say. I gotta say Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. But I'm not sure about Power Girl.
Huh?
I would say Power Girl for the thing, but I'm not sure.
He's so delayed.
I like Power Girl. She's an interesting character.
I know it's just
Woman.
He's so delayed.
It's my 3.
Oh.
I'm gonna be real, Zill. We didn't hear a word you say, brother.
Yeah, you like or delay for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel so bad. Do you just want me to go with mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, number one, obviously, I want Ackles. I want him in a heartbeat to beat Bruce. Number two, so there's two guys I want as Clark. So you've probably seen it around in fan art. One is Corn Sweat. His name, he's 29. He's like over 6 foot, and he has the chin. David Corn Sweat. And then I think it's Novats Wolfgang. I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Okay.
He's done some smaller projects. He's not, he's lesser known.
Well, that's okay because Christopher Reeve was pretty much an unknown when they cast him.
Yeah. And then Diana Prince. I like your casting, but if you really want like if he's going, because it's 2023 and diverse cast, I probably want someone with a Greek, maybe someone like that's Greek or
Okay.
has a heritage of So we'll probably go with Melissa Mahout. I think that's how it's called. She's like Canadian Greek. She pronounced it. She was what's her name in Horizon, I think, in the video game, or she was a part of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. She's 34 though.
Shucks.
She's Canadian Greek.
Let me look at it.
Hold on, let me look up real quick.
I'm curious to know what like the Amazonian heritage actually is supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I'm gonna spell it out. But her last name is it goes MELISSANTHI, and then her last name is MAHUT. So there you go.
Oh, okay, I've got her pulled up.
Please tell me that wouldn't be perfect.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, you know what? Somebody actually made her up as Wonder Woman.
That's a bad fan art, but that's like, tell me, come on.
Now, I think she looks more like Wonder Woman than Gal Gadot does.
Exactly. Like, it's just.
I would be okay with that. 100%. I think
that's my choice. Trinity, though. That's who I would cast.
Cool.
I do want. There's two other though. One I want side characters for Superman though. I need a perfect casting for Lois, and I absolutely need a Jimmy Olsen.
Yes, let's stop doing this James Olsen crap.
Yes. So, what's his name? You know who? What's his Jimmy? So I'm just gonna go with Jimmy. So, Cameron. What's his name? Cameron Mahan.
The guy who played Joker.
Yeah.
Well, allegedly, unofficially.
Yeah, allegedly Joker in Gotham.
Yeah.
That's who I would put as Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like an older one, or show him the ropes or something.
Yeah. He'd be really good as Jimmy, I think.
And the one actress I wanted to play Lois, she's 27. You may know her from Stranger Things. The actress who plays Nancy.
Okay. Yeah. I like Stranger Things. I think that she could do it. She's got that type of
She's
spunk.
27. That's like the perfect age.
Yeah, she's got the spunk, I think, to play
And
Lois.
the edge, yes. But that's who I would do. That's what I would do. But I'm not James Gunn, so. But that's who I would cast, though.
I think those are good choices. I would watch those movies. Do you have a YouTube channel? Because you have a lot of good insight.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I look from like the visual aspect, and because I'm more of a like visual, DC fan, like animated stuff. But
yeah,
I know the core. I know the core by their choices, by the characters, by their choices in the show. So
I can tell. Yeah,
and there's my question though to all of you is who would, because Brave and the Bold is touching on a subject, like a story that nobody knows about.
Damian Wayne.
They don't know nothing about Damian.
Nope.
The general audience knows nothing about him. My question to you, all of you, is who would you cast as Damian?
I wouldn't cast Damian.
You wouldn't?
I would not. I would if we're starting fresh, I would start with either Dick Grayson or I would start with Jason Todd.
Damian, my opinion.
But Damian is in the project, though. That's what I'm saying. Who would you cast, though? Because that's the main focus.
Yeah, I know. What age does Damian have to be in Brave and the Bold? What age range? About what, 12, 13, 14?
Probably. I think I have a cast, but I'm not.
17.
17, you said?
17? Well, he might as well go off and like do his own thing, because like around 17 isn't too far off from when Dick became Nightwing.
Yeah.
17.
I do know who I want as if they establish the Batfilm. I do know who I want as Dick Grayson as Nightwing. Who? He's only 20, but as an actor, but he can still pull it off. Is also from the Gotham show. Is also from the Gotham show. The actor that played Bruce.
David, what's his name? Yeah.
Yeah. He could pull off I think he could pull off Dick Grayson.
Oh.
But my Damian would probably be
okay.
Also, Barbara should probably be and here's a weird casting. It's also a Stranger Things girl. It's Sydney Sink. But that's just me though.
Okay.
But here, let me look up who I want Damon, because I have him. I have it here. It's just I basically took pictures and then broke it down, and so you're gonna have to give me a minute. So
no, you're good.
Go around. Who would you cast as Damian, fellas?
Oh, you good.
Boy, I don't even have a cast for Damian, to be honest with you.
Shoot. Damian. Shut. That's what can I name? What can I name? I wasn't doing. Shoot. Timothy Charlemagne. Something. Have to be.
Maybe another kid from Cobra Kai.
Who?
Oh, Johnny's son. Johnny's son.
He could work. He could work. Yeah.
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 But how old is the actor though? Because I want him to
Um,
be like
let's see.
Well, he looks young. He looks. He could be in his early 20s, and I think he could still work.
I mean, I guess it's just I'd rather have like a kid, like a legit kid,
Yeah, I understand.
because he needs to be one. He needs to be a brat.
He does.
He needs to be a brat.
He does, but the kid who plays Johnny
You're
Lawrence's
right.
son,
You're right.
he
is
does
a
have
brat
that
in the show.
angst. He has that angst. So yeah,
I do think who should play is it Kara or
Okay.
Kara, right?
Cara Zor-El.
Yeah, I do think is also another Cobra Kai paint list.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's in a new show on Paramount Plus right now, and she's blonde, and I didn't recognize her because she's completely blonde, and like put her in the Supergirl outfit and the skirt, and yeah, that Supergirl.
Because in Cobra Kai she was serious
Yeah.
for what she was, at least what she was given. She
Yep.
showed some edge and fierceness, and I think that she would be perfect for her.
Yeah, I like her. I like her a lot. That's a good choice.
Magicians, school spirits. Yeah.
That's it.
I'm trying to look for Danny.
I haven't started watching it yet, but yeah, it's on my list.
Damn. That's let me see. Cobra Kai is a good show though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Cobra Kai.
And kind of like for Earth 2. Let me see. Shoot. Earth 2 Superman got to be Michael B. Jordan or
Oh yeah. Put that movie too, or multiverse.
Or
Yeah, 'cause
you can get like Common and play Green Lantern in Earth 2. You get Common who turn actor in Earth 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Michael B. Jordan has expressed interest in wanting to do Superman, but he did not want to do Clark Kent. He wanted to do like Calvin Ellis. I think it was Calvin Ellis, or maybe it was Val Zod. I don't remember which one, but yeah, that would be cool.
That is Val Zod. Val Zod Earth 2.
Val Zod, okay. Yeah, because Calvin Ellis was also the president, right?
Yeah, because you look at it. Yeah, Val Zod. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. Oh, you know who would be also a really good Supergirl?
Play that character.
Who?
Brett Bassinger for Stargirl.
Probably.
Oh yeah. From CW.
Uh-huh.
I think Brett Bassinger. She was
For Heroes.
No, she was
CW.
Stargirl.
CW, yeah.
Yeah, I think she could do a good Supergirl.
Okay.
I got it. I got him.
You got it?
Yes,
Or
he's the actor's 15.
um,
He's
Okay.
a Disney kid, but
Okay.
Jason Maybaum. He's from Raven is Home, I believe.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Workaholics, I think.
this
You have to look him
I
up,
let
but
that boy go.
just look him up. Just look him up.
What's his name?
Jason Maybaum.
You
Just look by the look of his
you
face. Jason and then
and for you
Baum.
real think
Baum.
Disney
Maybaum.
is not about to let him go.
Because he's just a the face.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He already looks like a brat.
Yeah, I
he could
can see
be.
that.
He already looks like a brat.
A little bit.
Is the hair or the face?
Oh yeah,
The thing that's who I would do because he's just but all I know, James Gunn is probably gonna not do big names.
No.
He is most definitely
I
not
let
gonna do
him
big
go.
names. He's
The
probably gonna try to
WB.
do the
Nope.
cheaper side.
Yeah.
So it's just whatever he does, I have he has my attention, and I trust him what his vision is
Same.
more than
Same.
ever Snyder's vision ever.
That's a fact. Yeah.
And the old regime of WB. They have a plan. It's just how they execute it. It comes down to the storytelling and how they execute and promote it. But
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
It's definitely gonna be interesting. That is for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean the DC universe can't get much lower than it's already been.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to start out slow. I think it's going to have to win people back slowly.
I guess it has to be a banger after a banger after a banger, but they have to execute it right, which is the most important part, is executing it, getting it down to the right small detail of everything. Which is what somewhat concerns me of why I kind of don't want James Gunn to direct the Superman film.
I'm with you there, yeah.
Just because he is the guy that's in charge of it all. I would rather see him co-produce it than have him be because his focus needs to be the bigger picture.
I'm with you.
His vision more than one character.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't trust anyone else besides James Gunn at this point with DC.
I don't either. But Superman is such an important character. Like you have to have an established Superman and build everything else on top of his shoulders. And that's what the problem was with Zach's DCEU. If you don't have an established proper Clark Kent Superman, you can't build everything else around him. Everything else has to be built on Superman's shoulders.
Exactly.
Yeah, the CW was been good. Superman was good series. I mean,
Superman and Lois is actually pretty good. I don't mind it.
It's just
guess what this
James
Gunn said that
what
James Gunn said he want to bring back Henry Cavill. He want to bring him back.
At this point, man, I don't care.
But
Henry Cavill's too old for the 10-year plan that James Gunn wanted.
And Henry Cavill will say he coming like.
So at the end of the 10-year plan that James Gunn wants, Henry Cavill is going to be pushing 50. The new guy is going to be pushing 40.
Exactly.
I think you can get because you can't try a new that might not work too good.
Now, what I think James Gunn should do is make an Elseworlds movie of bring back the
Henry,
Snyder
The
actors,
best we got.
bring back the Snyder actors, and do a Kingdom Come movie with him in like maybe 5 or 6 years.
That'd be sick.
Never,
I'd be down for that. I'd be on board for that as long as James Gunn's in charge over Snyder.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Snyder, no.
The only thing I would bring back Snyder for is probably like visual and maybe action sequences.
Yeah, don't let him write. Don't even
do not let him write. Do not let him near that writer's room ever.
No.
Just the action scene, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see a live action Kingdom Come movie. That's one of my favorite comic reads.
Imagine the scene, like the serious scenes in live action, though, fellas. With the of Kansas situation, and then the end of it.
Was
He's lacking.
Well, and Shazam.
Yeah, we had that.
What
Shazam's a big part of that.
Yeah,
that's the most important part. Is that storyline involves so many characters.
Yep. And the Flash is always
at the end of the road, though, which is why it's such an important story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
They're at the end of their career, basically.
Yeah, Batman is old and decrepit. Superman, Wonder Woman, they're all. It's like 30 years or so into the future, I think.
Yeah,
and
like
this new horrible version of superheroes.
Yeah, like somewhat similar to what the Authority is.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
And Superman smacked the crap out of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me some Kingdom Come goodness.
They're not as bad from the character aspect. They're just led bad.
Yeah. Kind of last thing before I close the stream. Close the live stream.
Yeah, it is 1 a.m.
I'm just worrying about, in my opinion, if Marvel, in my opinion, just got a Blade. That's my.
Yeah, if Blade fails, I think
it's a Blade.
I think it's a wrap on the MCU.
Yeah,
I got me mad. Blade and X-Men.
They're gonna have to show blood. They're gonna have to.
They're 100% gonna have to show blood.
And I mean,
there's no other way to do Blade without blood.
No.
Same goes for freaking Deadpool.
I know. They're gonna have to like get their panties out of a bunch and let Marvel be Marvel.
It's just we live. I don't want to touch it some, but the era we live in, basically.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
And that's all I'm gonna touch on that. But you understand the era we live in. It's just.
Yep.
They have to limit it.
They do. Well, they don't have to.
They don't have to.
They would make. I think they would make. I think they would make way more money if they didn't.
And they'll get more money too.
Yeah. Like, I mean, DC, say what you will about their failures, but DC isn't afraid to go dark.
Exactly. And freaking Gunn knows how to balance it.
Yeah. Yep. So
he proved that with Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that was a bloody movie, man. But I mean, it worked. It worked really well.
Yeah. And kind of like for me,
movies are
kind of we be bad. It's gonna be a lot of people making excuses for it.
Oh yeah.
And this
that's a fact. Yeah. 100%.
And everything else, They got me making excuses for it. Be about this movie is to fail
Yep.
and everything else like that. It
Right.
got me. It gotta say it's the fans. It gotta blame the fans. It most of the time talks on. It doesn't see no lady on the film. I said, wait a minute.
I got two things before.
But guys, my YouTube channel's in the chat. My Discord's in the chat. If you guys want to join up, either one, that would be awesome.
I will do that. I would do that.
All right, did it already.
I'm trying to grow my Discord and do nefarious things with it.
I lost my train of thought of what I wanted to close on. Dang it.
Well, but shoot, I probably got to bite y'all to it, but I got one. I use
Trying to think of what it is. Hold on.
but I use my Discord sometime, but just I probably got to bite y'all.
Well, what I've
And,
figured out is that you can use Discord instead of StreamYard, and
promote your channel.
mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of social networking in Discord.
Oh, you could?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You gotta learn how to do that though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just learning how to do that. Yeah.
Shoot. Because the one I use the Discord,
I'm lagging again.
shoot, I probably got to put that in the bottom of my description on it and stuff like that. Use.
Yeah.
Cause this StreamYard keep on lagging.
Yeah, StreamYard has
Yeah.
problems for
It is
sure. It
lagging.
does.
Yep. Okay, I know, yeah.
Shoot.
There's two things I want to touch on though before you go.
Okay.
One is
Yeah,
back to
shoot, that's the thing.
James Gunn, producing. Who would I
Do you want to
direct?
promote your channel, JG, or he good?
I don't even know if he's here.
Oh, do you got a channel on Dirt?
Yeah, I do. I do. Derpy Entertainment.
Derpy Entertainment. I like that.
Yeah, and then it has Dexter on it with a lightsaber.
Nice.
There's some I just reviewed. Did a quick review on Champions. I just saw Champions for this weekend, last weekend. I talk, try to do reviews, try to game a little bit on there and talk DC, Star Wars, and Marvel. So
Cool.
Hey, yo,
Well-
guys, I got to run out of here. This meeting's running longer than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, no worries, man. No
you're
worries.
good. You're good.
But hey, it's a pleasure meeting you guys, man.
Okay.
If anybody's in
Yeah.
chat listening, you can usually find me on Wednesday nights on the OOC with the great Anzo and Roberto talking our stuff. You also find me with Super Wise talking to WC Hate, DC Love.
Cool.
Other than that, man, Zill, thank you for having me on. Sean, great to meet you.
You too.
Dark Barcode, great to meet you, man.
Okay.
My fellow MCU hater, fellow to meet you. Oh God, pleasure to meet you as well, man. I hope we do this again, man. And peace and love, everybody.
Absolutely. Take care, guys.
Take care. Yeah.
If I could Thursday or all right. I see.